Trumps my ear out. Trump, you're my ear out. You guys up to? We done playing games now? The typical fish is adapted to live in water. It possesses gills for breathing, fins for locomotion and stabilization, has an internal skeleton, often is covered with scales, and are ectothermic, cold-blooded, meaning their body temperature fluctuates with the surrounding environment. Say it. They can't regulate their internal temperature. The surrounding water regulates the fish's body temperature, affecting their metabolic rates. If the water is cold, the fish will become lethargic, sluggish, not active. If the water is too warm, the fish will become dormant. If the water is in the fish's temperature preference, the fish will become moderately active. Like joking around saying it. But that's what typical fish characteristics right there, joking around and stuff. Sorry about that negativity. I don't know what these guys are thinking in their head and stuff. Get rid of them. What are you guys up to? I'll get some more people with me. Yeah, I didn't like that chat, man. Them guys get weird, man. JK's all right for a young buck. He's okay. These other guys, man, they get a little weird. Yeah. I'm trying to get in that portal, bro. They don't portal me, bro. It's all right, though. I mean, we can try. At least he knew the 12 miles an hour, though. Even though he probably Googled it. But they'll never say it like that. Burst swimming speeds of 12 miles an hour. A lifespan of 16 years. On Google, it'll tell you it's 15 years. That's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. See, the thing is with largemouth bass is with their spawning, it's all about them being ectothermic again, guys. That water hits 64 degrees. It's like when that DeLorean hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit. It's the same with largemouth bass. When that water hits 64 degrees for the first time of that season. Hey, how are you doing, K-Squad? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're doing well. I can't understand what that says. Oh, it says, hey, yo. Oh, did you change your font or something? I didn't know you could do that. Actually, yeah, I did know you could do that, but I do it if I was writing. I never did it typing in a chat. I mean, I know you could do that. I just never really see that, Hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Iowa and stuff. It's all right out here. It's easy to get jobs and stuff in Iowa compared to Philly, New York, and New Jersey. It's just different. A lot more fast-paced out in the city than it is out here. What's up, JK, buddy? What's up, class? How you doing, buddy? You know what I mean? Oh, I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Now, we got some people with us. Oh, you got knee surgery tomorrow? I'm sorry to hear that. I've never hurt my knees. I need to quit smoking and lay off my lungs a little bit. Maybe stop drinking. Other than that, I'm a pretty healthy guy. I need to lay off the booze and the cigarettes. And the women, I guess, it's just difficult. Or woman, I have a girl, it's not like went like I'm fucking Solomon or something. Like I got 700 wives and 300 concubines. Solomon. Dr. Fish be walking around thinking he's Solomon. Yeah, I'm sitting on the toilet. That's why I'm like leaning forward too. I'm trying to squeeze this ditty out of my ass. Like literally. Thank you. At least you noticed. Yeah, I'm sitting on the toilet. That's what I like to do real late at night. Every time I got to take a number two, I just go live and look for you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, go live and look for you. Hold on a sec. Ah, ah. Hold on. Oh, Diddy. Oh, I thought you said Phantom. I thought you were talking about that other YouTube streamer, that black guy. He's a good streamer. He's a cool dude. He texting Kai's food. He'd be going in Kai's shit, eating his food. No, that shit got to be staged, because what if he caught Kai in a bad mood one day and shit and ate his favorite food or something? Guys are gonna be guys, you know. Yeah, dude. Hold on, Dixie. Dixie, pass me some toilet paper. Pass me that toilet paper, Dixie. Dixie, it got on my egg. Dixie, I'm sitting on the toilet and that got on my. No, I'm not. Not trying to sound crude. I'm just joking around, Dixie. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm just joking around. No, I'm not sitting on the toilet. Maybe a little bit. That's my bathroom. I got them little special lights in my bathroom. You say if you they say if you stare at them lights long enough, it'll squirt right out of your ass. So that's what I'm doing. Hi. Gotcha. I only got sandpaper. What out of the 3 classes of living fishes, you would be cartilaginous, wouldn't you? You'd be cartilaginous with your dermal denticles, huh? Say it, dermal denticles. Say it. Touch that shark, feels just like sandpaper. It's called dermal denticles. You're not largemouth bass. You're not Micropterus salmoids. You're going to have ctenoid scales, not the alligator gar ganoid. You hold that rainbow, brook, brown trout, they're cycloid scales. They feel differently. Dermal denticles are what the shark scales consist of out of the more than 400 species of sharks. They feel like sandpaper because it's called dermal denticles out of the 3 classes of living fishes. Oh, your trouser. We don't have. I went to Home Depot and Lowe's to go get a measuring tape. They don't have one long enough to measure your dick, Dixie. We tried to measure it. We couldn't measure it. Remember? We didn't know Dixie was packing. Yeah, I went to Lowe's. They didn't have 100-foot tape. I couldn't measure it. I'm sorry. I'll be over tomorrow, though. I got to go to one of those old man hardware stores. They got them big long tapes. He said I use a wheel. Where you from, Dixie? What's your profile pic? It looks like a hacky sack. Your profile pic looks like a hacky sack. I don't know whether to gesture you or stall you. Hi. It's not called skin. It's called the outer epidermis. Is alive in fishes and covers the scales. And mucus glands in the epidermis secrete a coating of mucus to protect the skin. Would that be more present in the rayfin species, not cartilaginous? It's different. It's called dermal denticles. That's all. That's all you got to remember. Dermal denticles. And if you dive with them, you should know SCUBA stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. And you will be avoiding nitrogen narcosis as a diver. It's very important. You know what I mean? It's called nictitating membranes, and it protects their eyes as they feed. But that's more present in the 3rd largest fish in the world, such as the great white shark, who are obligate ram ventilators with 300 teeth. That's different. It's called nictitating membranes. And it's also present in the second largest group of vertebrates, the tetrapods. Ducks also have that too. A lot of people don't know that. Ducks have it too. Sharks aren't the only ones, guys. Ducks can do it too. Who's with me? Oh, gators are different. They have something called dermal pressure receptors on their lower jaw, which is similar to the lateral line system in fishes, and meaning they can be completely still. How there's 24 species of crocodilians. They'll remain completely still with just their eyes and a little bit of their nose out of the water because they're waiting for that vibration. They're waiting for it. You know what I mean? My favorite beetle is a ladybug. No, there's something about that beetle that excites me more than Charles Darwin on that HMS Beagle on his 5-year voyage from 1831 to 1836. Oh, arthropods. I love arthropods. Guys, I hope you guys are doing. Or no, I don't dip or anything. I've dipped once in the Galapagos. Okay, yeah, that's Charles Darwin. He's the most famous marine biologist in the world. He's in all the literature, other than Sir Isaac Newton, recognizing the principles of tides in 1687. Charles Darwin, on that HMS Beagle from 1831 to 1835, he had 5 years experience out on the ocean, on the water, in the 18th century, and he documented everything. Charles Darwin was a gifted writer too. I will say that about Darwin. His book was a difficult read. I read his book, Origins of the Species, very difficult read. His cliff notes are very difficult because they're in different handwriting, and he does it page to page, meaning he writes and his cliff notes are on the side of every page, and it's a difficult read. You know what I mean? Gordon Ramsay, he cooked me some cephalopod. What do you mean, Ocean Ramsay? Mm-hmm. Jacques Cousteau was considered a naturalist, but I would consider him a marine biologist too. He had the experience on the water. He was an experienced diver. He lived in his father's shadow. He carried his father's torch because he loved it. And he was renowned even with the Woods Hole Institute and NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration. No one handles it. And NASA, because NOAA and the Woods Hole Institute work with NASA. They're the three biggest things to help you with the ocean are NOAA, NASA, and the Woods Hole Institute with their ROVs and stuff, which are remotely operated vehicles. But NOAA always works with NASA because of the weather and their satellites and certain things. I want to know what's up with HAARP in Alaska. That would always interested me about, certain things that they have going on with HAARP, No, it's not that. It still has some of the brighter minds in the world. It's not that it's always a scam. It's not going to be a scam with biology. Maybe they're scamming in other ways with weather and stuff. NOAA is still the weather and other things. It's not a scam. Maybe they're doing scamful things to run a sham in a way, but their research is the best in the world. They have the brightest minds working for NOAA and the Woods Hole Institute and NASA. Not everything's a conspiracy. Grass is green because of chlorophyll A, and photosynthesis happens in the light reaction. You can't always lie in science and biology. It's not, Noah is not politics. It's not DC. It's different. They could use Noah as a tool to advance themselves. There's no lying in science. It's facts. It's data. And the data is not correct, everything will be messed up. You can't do that. Or maybe they manipulate data and then do something with it, Try to always stand on the box, not think outside the box, but stand on the box and think outside the cube, kind of. That's all. I'm a born-again Christian. I believe in the power of the blood of Jesus. I don't always bring my personal beliefs, even with science and me being a fish expert. I don't bring that in because you can't. Even though science does with Darwin and the theory of evolution, which holds no weight. It really doesn't. Evolution's a theory. It's not the way it is. It's a theory. Darwin at his best showed adaptations. He showed adaptations in gene flow over time. He didn't show evolving and things he was discussing. That's why it's still considered a Darwinian theory. That's all. Just like in physics, it's all theories. String theory, it's all a theory. The Big Bang theory, it's all a theory with certain science. In biology, it's not. It's facts. Biology is different. Because biology, they're living organisms, and you're going to have to learn about them. And they do certain things from courtship behavior and geographic distribution, their mouth structure, things are fundamental. It's different than physics, which is considered true science, and all science. Physics is the tree in all science, and even biology is a branch off the physics tree. I just don't like how physics is all theories, that's all. Because it really is. There's one thing I will say from my research and studies, and from going to school and stuff. It really was all theories. Darwin didn't know if he was correct or not. Charles Darwin's mother died in Shrewsbury, England, when he was 8 years old, and he had a fascination with insects. That's what got Charles Darwin up every day. It wasn't even being on that boat. He wanted to study insects with somebody. That's what made him tick. I agree with relativity. Listen to me. To bend space and time, yes, they are correct, but I believe they have to have, doesn't matter the distance, we'll put an X. Doesn't matter the space. It could be 10 light years. If they have the machine and the machine already there, they can bend space and time and teleport. I believe that is possible. That they can travel from one dot to the other dot, no matter the space. I believe that's possible if they already have the machines there. To get to one point to another point, they already have to have the points have to be locked up. I believe it's possible. A black hole is different. A black hole has nothing to do with being because a light year is 6 trillion miles, and the speed of light is 186,300 per second, which is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. They would have to have machines already. Just think about it. They would need the technology, whether it's 100 light years away or a light year away, whether it's 1 inch away or it's 2 inches away. They would have to have both of the machines there, and the distance wouldn't matter. Portal, it's kind of like a portal. Kind of like that movie Stargate, for example. Do you see they had all the technology, but when he was there, he couldn't find the device to go with the other device to bend space and time. You have to have the devices. The science doesn't add up. This is basic physics. It's not possible to travel from one place to the other. You're not going to be able to do that if it's not already existing. Teleportation, it wouldn't matter. You would be able to travel. But they would need it. They would need one machine. It wouldn't matter if it's 1 inch or 100 light years away. If they had them both set up, It's just the point that they can't get out there to set up the machines. That's the difficult part. Maybe they have one for the moon would be possible. They go, all of a sudden they could walk in a machine and be on the moon and be on a base. That, because the machine would exist, that would be possible. Remember, we cross out the X, take out the space, and we'd be able to travel. It would be possible. That would be more likely, that you could, instead of walking into your closet, you can walk into something and you're on the moon, would be possible. To be able to travel light years and be intergalactic's a little far-fetched, because they're not going to be able to travel. Even the moon fluctuates from how far it is from Earth. It goes more than almost 250,000 miles away, but it fluctuates. It can even range in 238,000 when it gets at its closest point. The Bermuda Triangle, that's 600,000 square kilometers of fun, huh? They believe it's high in electromagnetic fields. That's why the pilots and a lot of the pilots reported seeing green energy as they were flying, and it felt like everything slowed down. There are 4 natural sources that are very high on the Earth, other than strong nuclear, weak nuclear, gravity, and electromagnetism. What they were experiencing was electromagnetism. There's electrical field. Even sharks, one of the 3 classes of living fishes, pick it up through electroperception. Electroperception enables sharks to locate prey buried in the ground by detecting the weak electrical fields they generate. Also, a shark swimming through Earth's magnetic field produces an electrical field, the strength of which varies with direction. Thus, sharks and other fishes have a built-in compass for navigation in the sea. Sharks even pick it up. So do birds. In a bird's brain, they pick up electromagnetic fields. They pick it up with magnoteet in their brains. It's called magnoteet. While the shark's heartbeat would be different because they have a 2-chambered heart. We have a 4-chambered heart. Oh, yeah. Who's out there with me? Milk of magnesia. I want some milk of magnesia. It's at the pulse of their heartbeat. That gives off an electrical field. Every living cell is a battery, and the sharks will be able to feel that heartbeat. What you're saying is correct, using electroperception. And it enables them, because every living thing gives off an electrical field, Dixie, and they can pick it up even if they're buried. What I'm speaking of in the Bermuda Triangle, when they're flying, they're experiencing, I believe, signposts in a way in electrical fields, where the electrical field is so great. It doesn't have to be a cartilaginous fish foraging in the dark in a 3-dimensional world of hide and seek to pick up the electrical field, because that's how it carries on its life process with its mouth structure. Obviously, with them, they're flying, and the electromagnetic field so high that maybe it's putting them in a different, maybe they're flying into a different time, into a different dimension, and it's kind of scary. It's possible. Theoretically, it's possible that the electromagnetic field is so great that they go somewhere else. Exactly. It's not that we're electromagnetic. Every living cell, it's a battery. It gives off energy. It's basic biology again. Matter and energy. It's just basic biology. Matter and energy. Marine Biology 101. It really is. Living organisms require two fundamental things from their nourishment: matter and energy. Matter is necessary for what? Guys, say it. Matter is necessary for what? It's basic biology. What did he say? Remember what the Bible says. He who is out with sin cast the first stone. Oh yeah, I remember Tyrone Biggums. Yo, get out of here. That's not the yeah. I missed that Tyrone Biggums book. Created beings. I believe we're created and stuff. Like, I believe that too. But that's different. In science, that's considered intelligent design. That is not a Darwinian theory. There's two ways in science. Either you're intelligent design, the watchmaker parable, or you're a Darwinian theory. I believe Darwin showed adaptations. I remember why he divorced his wife, because she was a lover. Remember? I can't say it though. I don't want to get in trouble because I sound like a racist. Because I'm a white guy, I can't say the N word like that. It's not that I'm a punk or I'm scared to. It's like logical. It's like a Meatloaf song. I won't do that. I'm a good dude. I'm a fish expert. I'm a state record holder from my state. I moved out here. I broke a state record before I moved out here. I'm going to go win some local tournaments out here. I'm going to start smoking these guys out here. I'm going to suit up and do it. We're going to live stream as we're fishing out here and getting these guys, because I think these guys are snacks. I really do. Even the water out here is all lures too. It's fucking great. My first time going on the water with these guys, they didn't even want to fish with me. It's Dr. Fish's buddies there, my Cryptorosalmoids. Doesn't matter where they bring me. My buddies are there. That's the best part about fishes. It becomes easy after a while. I'll be out there at night right now, man. I'll be out there at night. Getting them at night. Got reels that light up for night. Then I put my Shimano spools on them, man. So with the Power Pro. So when they try to fight, I just light it up in the Power Pro and that little Shimano spool kicks in. Ooh. Yeah. Dr. Fish's fucking reels light up. You guys are good guys. You prefer bait or artificial lures? It would depend on my geographic distribution. It really would, buddy. That would depend on my geographic distribution. And what I was as a fisherman, I have to target a species. A species is a group of closely related individuals classified as a species by a competent taxonomist on the basis of anatomy, physiology, and other characteristics, including genetic comparisons where possible. I have to target a species. I have to match the hatch. When I say match the hatch, what I'm targeting that species, what are they foraging on with their mouth structure, so I know what lure to use or to even have an opinion to what I'm doing out there through trial and error. Simplicity is the key out there. Most places, even your Walmart, your local store is going to be set up for my Cryptorosalmoids. It's going to be set up to catch largemouth bass. They're the money fish. I have to develop a pattern after I match the hatch. Develop a pattern, because even when I'm targeting my Cryptorosalmoids, the largemouth bass, there'll be certain lily pads out there. And there won't be lily pads till I walk over, but it will look just like that. And I developed a pattern, and I'm matching the hatch, and I'm at the right place at the right time. I'm going later in the day, not in the heat of the day, because they're ectothermic. It's beautiful. I'm just I need to be on the water, buddy. I love fishes. I wasn't always big on the diving, because I would spit up because I smoke, I would, under the water, we get like, I would spit up a little bit. I didn't like diving deeper than 50 feet. I didn't like diving deeper than 50 feet. For real. And that's like nothing. And I always would be scared. And I knew all the fancy fish talk. That's, just because I wasn't the greatest diver and stuff, it's all right. I was the one that could teach the fishes, though. It's okay. And just diving's dangerous. And one thing I learned from becoming a marine biologist, we don't belong in the water at all. We're not meant to be in the water. Even when they were making that movie, The Abyss, they were writing on the chalkboard, the abuse, because you abuse the human body by keep putting it in the water. We're not meant to be in the water. It's not good to keep diving and other things. We're not meant to be in water. There was just recently in the last year a major ROV accident where a man took his son in an ROV to go see the bottom of the ocean because they were wealthy and it got them killed, both of them. You don't mess around in the ocean. You have a bad day. You ask Steve Irwin what happened when he had a bad day with a stingray. You have a bad day, somebody doesn't go home. So sometimes I like to observe it, not in diving gear, because I know how dangerous it is. It's so dangerous, I don't want to be in diving gear. You know things that I know about the ocean. You'll never want to dive again. It'll scare you. Then why do newborns? That's different because they're born in a fluid. That's certain with certain species of sharks. If they were ovoviviparous or viviparous with a placental connection, they would still be in the fluid and they're born alive. It's different. You're speaking of a stage in a life form. It's different. You're speaking of biology. It's a little different. You have to remember, man's still different. It's where he finishes. He still has a respiratory system designed to breathe atmospheric air. I'm endothermic, warm-blooded. Look, I may not be a woman, but I discussed what a species is, and there's a woman species of me. Look, and they have milk-producing mammary glands to nurse their young. He says, oh, okay. It turned you blue, buddy. You was messing with tiger sharks? I believe you. You actually seem educational in a different way. You seem like you speak from experience. Trust me, Dr. Fish can read people and situations. Certain things you're saying, it sounds like you might not have the flashy marine biology snap like Dr. Fish, but you seem like you know. Like you've seen these fishes, like you dive. And that's a big deal to dive. It's dangerous, brother. And it does make you an expert that day. You're getting an encounter with a fish that no one else ever did. Don't ever forget it. It's like you're an astronaut that day in an alien planet, submerged, breathing air, I know. That'd be an example of an adaptation, a characteristic to help an organism survive in their environment and reproduce. They're doing that to survive in their environment, their geographic distribution. Excuse me, I've been drinking a little bit. But the marine biology knowledge never goes. But that's an example of an adaptation. Through time, that adaptation could be gene flow, meaning that tribe, great grandkids will be born not with an adaptation. Through gene flow, their eyes will change. Or it'll adapt more so they can manipulate their eye more. It will help them. Hold on, let me find a different song. There's tribes all over the world. There's tribes that use spider webs to catch fishes and little kites. Like Jeremy Wade, when he showed that, like that. Thank you for showing me that, Jeremy Wade, because I studied marine biology for years and it was always marine life. Jeremy was discussing fishes I already was familiar with, but he would discuss the local people, and even countries like Africa have 54 countries, and certain things he would do was very impressive to show a tribe use a spider web and a kite to catch a fish. Amazing. Hats off. I about to take my hat off to that. That's amazing. Best of the best right there. And he did it. Okay, you know, a lot of you guys don't realize how many wonderful and big fishes there are just in the freshwater, and how some of the sharks even enter freshwater. Out of the more than 400 species of sharks, you should know a glyphis shark and a bull shark like to enter freshwater. And it's rumored that a great white shark also can too, because of the New Jersey shore attacks in 1916, where they actually blamed it on a great white and a bull shark with 4 fatalities. And the one man getting bit on his foot. Lester Stillwell was a 12-year-old boy in the Matawan Creek and lost his life. But none of you guys ever heard his name. And that's the reason we have that movie Jaws, is because of Lester Stillwell. And also Peter Benchley wrote the novel Jaws. But it was also discussing Lester Stillwell's life. Remember that. I find it absolutely amazing. Every time you see Jaws, remember Lester Stillwell, New Jersey shore attacks in 1916. Always remember that. Peter Benchley wouldn't have had a novel in 1974. Steven Spielberg wouldn't have been able to direct that movie in 1975 without Lester Stillwell dying in that Matawan Creek in New Jersey in 1916. Even in 1937, like we were discussing last night, how the Mississippi-Missouri River system is the 4th largest river system in the world, and how in 1937 there's a bull shark over 1,000 miles up in the Mississippi. And that makes you think it's possible. But they actually found human remains in a great white shark, though. That's what throws off the New Jersey shore attacks, and I believe inspired Peter Benchley to really write that book and use that 3rd largest fish in the world instead of they're using the granddaddy of the sharks instead of using the most dangerous shark, the bull shark. Bull sharks get their name because they're known to ram their prey before consuming it, just like a bull. Bull sharks have the highest testosterone level of any animal in the animal kingdom, even higher than bull elephants, making it the most dangerous out of all of them. Remember that. Bull sharks you don't mess around with. Tiger sharks too. That's another one that he's discussing. Tiger sharks. They can get up to 1,800 pounds. That's a big shark. 23 feet. It's a lot of shark. Don't mess around with them guys. All right. Whale sharks, you know, they're gentle giants. Always remember 40 feet, 40,000 pounds with them. They're easy. Baskin sharks are easy too. It's like the filter water. You look at their mouth structure, they're not going to consume you. They're foraging on something else, and you have to know that. Even as a fisherman, that'll help you target a species. Or you're wasting your time traveling from state to state, place to place. Oh, I wonder what's here. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I hate that shit. And we're discussing marine organisms and fishing in freshwater environments. That was from that movie with Ben Affleck, where he was the bank robber. He did that. FBI agent was pulled out. He pulled out a bill and started talking about how much it weighs and everything. What are you? It's all right. It's fishing and all that. Fishes are easy. I'm gonna be a millionaire someday. I'm gonna go get them soon. I gotta grease up the Shimano and put some high vision yellow Power Pro because I want them to see my line as I cast against them. I wonder why is he using yellow line and why did he beat me with yellow line? You know what I mean? I don't know. Because I'm targeting lateral lines using artificial soft plastics that day or using a deadly lure trying to trigger a lateral line. It's a different kind of fishing. It really is. Number one money fish in the United States is my cryptosamoids, guys, largemouth bass. Unless you're going on them Michael Jordan tuna tournaments, then they're worth millions. Other than that, the money fish is largemouth bass, guys. That's why your store's tackle is designed around that species. Because a lot of people aren't really going to know all that fancy fish stuff. They just want to grab a pole and be able to hold something by its mouth, and the bass is perfect for that. It's utilitarian for the fisherman. Remember that. No matter of all ages. It's beautiful. It really is. It's beautiful. I love bass. I caught them with this too. I really did. I'm dying. I can't. Resort. I need to get some more fishes. We're gonna fish every day soon. We'll get back to it real soon. I just want to show you guys what I can do out there. I'm better out there. I could be out there with the pole right now. It's guaranteed we catch them. It's called geographic distribution again. I'm making myself readily available. It's like Bill Dance taught me when I was a young boy. You can't catch any fish if you don't keep your bait wet. Remember that. He was right. Yeah, it is, buddy. Yeah, I'm not no druggie. My drug's money, buddy. I smoke. I do smoke pot or whatever, and I drink. I think I carry myself well, even drinking and smoking with my knowledge. Yeah, I smoke, buddy. I don't do anything like that. I need to lay off the alcohol a little bit, maybe. And cigarettes, truthfully, too. The cigarettes is no good, bro. My boss, my employer at work, be saying that. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I had trouble diving, though, because I spit it up, and it chokes me, because you should know, with all that fancy marine biology stuff, and I'm spitting up mucus and stuff, and I'm trying to breathe in that self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. The esophagus and the trachea are separated by a large epiglottis at the base of the tongue that prevents water from being taken into the lungs accidentally. And when I spit it up, it slips past my epiglottis and chokes me, and I got that air shooting in, and I can feel the pressure pushing on my face, and I don't know, bro. And I'm keeping it real because it's pushing on me and shit. And it's weird. You should know what I'm talking about, bro. When it's pushing on you, because it pushes on you. The deeper you go, the more it's pushing on you too. Like it's like pushing on your face, bro. I swear. These guys don't understand pressure and ATMs and atmosphere. That's what it is. Every atmosphere, I start feeling the atmospheres. You do. Still fun though. Like I said, I don't like going past 50, 100 feet. And that's nothing in the ocean. It really is. Even in certain lakes, that's nothing. You know, it is scary. It pushes on you. I don't like it. It presses on my face, and it like presses every little part of your body, like, and the air shoots in and you always worry if, I get anxiety down there. So if I make a mistake or I try to take and go like that, to joke around and shit, I just can't. It's not for me. I'm being in the rear, studying with the gear. It's all right, though. It's still a good time. I always got a pleasure teaching about them. Oh, I don't know, buddy. Do you stop in her streams a lot? It's because she ate some edibles and got all fucked up, dude. That's what happened, dude. Somebody gave her some. She fucking I had to go clean her puke up a second ago. She fucking puked everywhere. I don't like when she eats edibles. I tell her not to. She got fucked up, bro. She's like, can't even lay down because her shoulders hurt. She's like laying on the corner of the bed, sitting up like this right now and then leaning over. It's all fucked up. I live in Iowa, buddy. It's all right out here. I'm from New Jersey, though. I'll be fishing a lot soon out here. I work every day and stuff. Yeah, my girl got really fucked up tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I ate the same 2 cookies she did. Somebody did. I was walking in somewhere today, and somebody just handed me 2 cookies, and they were like, "Oh, well, they're edible." I didn't even know. I just ate 2 cookies. I didn't even know until like an hour and a half later, and I started to realize they wasn't your normal cookies. They was made with shatter wax, and she's all fucked up right now. I don't like it. Like bad. She's like this. Let me go check on her, yo. I don't know. Fucking make a video of you. Why not to eat edibles, yo? You alright? Sleeping? Huh? Let's relax, baby. Let me call you out of work. I'll make him an offer he can't refuse. Girl ate edibles, look like I gotta call the meat wagon. Man, babe, don't eat that shit. You're not Dr. Fish. You're not gonna be able to eat cookies and smoke all night and drink whiskey and fucking buzzballs, babe. Fucking rookies. Oh, girl's a rook. Meredith. Meredith. You alright in there? No, you don't look alright though, man. You look like gray and shit. Don't be eating that shit. You look like a sailfish in there. But you're not the fastest fish in the ocean. You're definitely not a cosmopolitan sailfish, babe. finish my bachelor's in science. I have to finish my master's, and I want to go to college for the Bible. I want to go to school for the Bible. I'm a master's in biology. That shit's hard, though, bro. They're asking me shit I don't even want to fucking... They're asking the right questions that you guys don't ask. Well, there's 3 classes of living fishes, Mr. Hoffman. Out of the 3 classes of living fishes, which is the most successful group of fishes and why? And in your answer, relate it to the cartilaginous. Like, what? No, fuck yourself. You know what I mean? That'd be one question, motherfuckers. Discuss coral. No, you know, that's what they say. Discuss. Everything's discuss. No, I have to finish. I have to finish that master's. I don't have no money. Can't afford it. I'm going to go finish it. I'm going to go to school for the Bible, though. I believe somebody will help me for that. I believe there's funds other than financial aid and other stuff. There will be a church, or you reach somebody's heart, they'll just pay that tuition and it helps you. That's all. Some of them classes, you know, because they cost $17,000 a semester. Like, people don't realize this. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with what you eat every day, your books, what your notebooks, your clothes, and your shoes you're wearing, your vehicle, where you're living. You understand? You know? I love Jesus. I know a lot about the Bible, too. I've been reading the Bible for more than 30 years. And I graduated from the University of the Holy Spirit, especially with that Bible. I just love the Lord. Took me 15 years to understand how Jesus was God, because I had to go to school and become a marine biologist to understand the Bible. I didn't understand Jesus' geographic I didn't understand how he had a name before he was Jesus and how he was the Word. Threw me off for years. How you read the first page of the Bible and it says, let us make man in our image. She wasn't with the angels. It's discussing the Godhead. There's no Trinity in them 800,000 words. You know? Enoch walked with God. There wasn't really much in the text. What I'm saying overall is understanding the Bible. And it took me years to understand it. Years. Where I'm not taking milk no more. I'm taking meat. I'm ready. Like I really am. I love the Lord. So I understand who he is. I understand why God the Father is God. I understand why the Word is God and why the Holy Spirit is God, and how they agree as one. I can discuss the Godhead and Elohim and show you all throughout the Bible where they're represented. It's beautiful. It took me years to be able to do it. But it's beautiful. And the Bible, when you read it in the book of Psalms, it says heaven is a planet towards the north. This is what Scripture says. It discusses heaven in the Bible. It says it's a planet towards the north. Let's look at our north sky. What planets are in the north? Scripture tells you. Really read the Scriptures. It'll really help you. Been reading them for 30 years. It's helped me. Well, maybe more than 25 years. You know. The Anunnaki were those from heaven who came to earth. It's more of a reptilian idea, but I believe the world's controlled by Satan, and I can prove it. With all my fancy fish talk aside, I believe the world is ran by a Luciferian doctrine. from all the music, from the music industry to the Hollywood, to all of them. Even the word Hollywood mocks Christ. And I can prove it. Just like I can prove to you guys this fish stuff. I can prove to you the world's a Luciferian doctrine. It's kind of scary. It's nothing to do with the Illuminati. There would be no Illuminati without Satan. This is what these other channels should be teaching you about the Illuminati. They're illuminated, right? What was Satan? He was the light bearer, the bringer of light. Remember this. He was the anointed cherub. Don't let them distort you. There would be no Illuminati without Satan. It's just the way it is. They all venerate him today. And it's not a club. It's not some thing you're an actor and get some. No. There would be, without him, there would be no Illuminati. It's the way it is. Even without the Freemasons, Albert Pike, one of the greatest Freemasons to ever walk the earth, and they straight up tells you they worship Lucifer. It's what they do. Cinderella, the cat's name was Lucifer. On Nickelodeon, they're bringing out a goat to show you Baphomet. You drive a Dodge vehicle, you can go see Baphomet on your steering wheel tomorrow morning. Like, these guys aren't, Satan's not playing. And the more you research it, the more you'll realize he's into everything. He's into the peanut butter you eat. And I can prove it. It made me a stronger Christian. And I don't follow Christ, I follow Christ. But I will say, it made me stronger. I realized, like, they're doing all the, even in the Olympics, they weren't mocking the Disney videos. They weren't mocking Captain Crunch cereal. They was mocking Jesus that day. They wasn't mocking the Muslims. Even the Muslims' books written, the Quran's, 560 years after the Bible, and has none of their own prophets, and uses all the Bible's prophets and switches the creation story and other things, and I'm supposed to roll with it. Like, I read their book. Doesn't hold weight. The science in the Bible even holds weight. I've studied it. Like, certain things, like the creation story is cool and all in the Quran, but it's certain things that don't hold weight. When they distort the book of John and saying the comforter is Elijah Muhammad, when it's showing a distinct persons in the Godhead, which is the Holy Spirit, which impregnated Mary with the word to become Jesus. So they're not going to distort me in what I've studied, because that's not what Scripture teaches. I've studied it. I wrote the word on the tablet of my heart. It doesn't change. I love the Lord. And that's not, I don't like how they distort it. You got to remember, the Bible wasn't written 560 years after their book. Speaking of all their prophets and saying Jesus was this, when you should recognize Jesus' real title as the Word and how he's God, and the Word had to become flesh. That when he became flesh, his geographic distribution changed. So his name changed. Like, read it. I don't understand what book they're reading. It's like we're both studying marine biology and reading in college the same book, and they're saying something completely different. And they're writing a circle and writing Watchtower Society and going to chase Jehovah. It makes no sense. It's just not what the Bible says. At all. I'm having dominion over his plants. At least you're not Satan's disciple. I just love the Lord. I'm not saying I got all the answers, but I rep him. I always love the Lord, even when I'm bad. So what are you guys up to? Whole chat clicked out, man. We gotta start another one. Ain't got no leopard to set. tater chip. I appreciate you stopping in. I've never been to Hawaii, but unique about Hawaii is they have a fish called a mahi-mahi. And this is where geographic distribution is so fundamentally important again in biology, because that's what they would be called in Hawaii. If they were in a Spanish country, it would be called a dorado. In the United States, it'd be called a dolphin fish. Geographic distribution is so important because you can switch. You see how it switched its name? Again, that's why we use species. Who's with me? Mo, mo, mo. Hawaii's got the unfortunate part in the Pacific to pick up a lot of the plastic and the trash in the ocean. They're kind of like a little trash dump in a way. That is another thing people don't realize about Hawaii. And the one side of Hawaii picks up more plastic than you could imagine. It really does. You got to remember, Hawaii's in the middle of nowhere in that Pacific Ocean. And it just so happens that plastic catches up on it. You know what I mean? Oh, Hawaii's beautiful and stuff. Yeah. What's on my bucket list with marine biology was being an expert of fishes, a fish geek. The hardest part about marine biology for me was the Latin. Every fish has a Latin name. It's not a striped bass, it's Marone sacatilis. It's not a bluefin tuna, it's Thunyus thunyus. You know, they all had names. It's not a white perch, it's Marone americana. You know, it was always different. They always switched. It's not an ocean or oceanic sunfish, it's a mola mola. It was the Latin was hard. It still is hard. Just in one class as of fishes, you got 30,000 different names. All Latin. Latin's considered a dead language unless it's speaking of the living. I find it unique. Dr. Fish got it. No. With you. Not here by me because yeah, it's out there with me. I'm gonna smoke another one in a second. It's getting cold here in Iowa. There's good bass fishing out here. I know a good bass spot on lure out here. I might hit that a lot this year. Then I'll travel. I'll travel even back to New Jersey to the spots because I have money to do whatever the fuck. I could jump on a train with a fishing pole and be at the spot in a few hours on some real shit. You know what I mean? It's that easy. So we're going to be doing a lot of fishing. Something about fishing excites me. It's the best part when you're holding them. That's one thing I learned even on camera, even in videos. When you're holding them, speaking to people, they start listening better. They really do. Even in real life, when they walk up to you or walk by you or walking their dog, they will walk up to you and you're holding that fish. You know what I mean? Well, sea cucumbers have a lot of different benefits. You know, they really do. And I love sea cucumbers. We speak of them a lot over here with their, they have teeth in their stomachs and certain things. The way it protects the reef from predation, because a lot of other fishes eat the reefs, and you have to be careful. And it depends on what kind of coral reef we're speaking of, because there's three different types of coral reefs in the ocean. I don't know from the whether it's a barrier reef, the largest, the fringing, the most common, or atolls, which are the oldest. Coral is a complex organism, part plant, part animal. It really is. Corals, I like coral. We've discussed coral a lot over here. They have a lot of problems with the water temperature changing in the ocean, and the average salinity in the ocean is 35 parts per thousand. With the temperature and salinity changing is why a lot of the corals bleach. It's mostly because of the water temperatures. Water temperature is one of the major causes for the deaths of coral. It's not really fishes. When you're asking a question like that and certain things, what did he say? Chinese pay good money for them, but they state ban gathering. What are the sea cucumbers? Chinese always eat everything out of the sea. They're different. They even use bullheads to detect rumblings in the Earth's crust for earthquakes and certain things like that. It's different with them. But with coral, water temperature is the most important factor with the three different types of coral reefs and understanding what a coral is. Fish predation and coral reefs benefiting them or helping them is going to be irrelevant in that three-dimensional world of hide and seek. Man is constantly messing with the temperature and salinity factor, even because the average depth of the ocean is 3,800 meters. Man is constantly polluting the ocean. We were just discussing Hawaii and how much plastic's there because man's polluting so much. He really is, you know. And your doctor friend should know that they're using, right now, they want to use Symbiote D and other heat tolerant algae to change so the algae doesn't become stressed in certain parts. Just was ecological niches with certain sea cucumbers, and even how sea cucumbers really can kill pearlfishes and other things when they get in their stomachs with teeth and rid themselves of them. But with predation and stuff, it would just limit it. That external factor, that three-dimensional world of hide and seek, that water would really affect that coral, you know. Think of that sunscreen you just said. Think of Symbiote D. When a diver like you goes and puts it inside the polyp, that heat tolerant algae, and the coral reef will start to thrive. They'll start remaking the Symbiote D algae and other polyps. It'll bring in other species of fish, and the coral will thrive. Depending on your geographic distribution and where the temperature is changing, because obviously you're going to have to be on a dying coral to do that, and it would have to be because of the temperature. You have to make a heat tolerant algae live in that polyp, or it won't be able to survive. Symbiote D with a S. It's a heat tolerant algae. Probably the only one that knows this in 100 miles that knows about Symbiote D. 'Cause that's what they're doing. That's what we're doing. We dive in the water and the coral's dying because of its heat. No, because of global warming and everything that's going on. That obviously the ocean temperature even changes a little bit. It'll start killing the algae, that plant that gets their food from the sun. That polyp that I'm planting it into gets their food from the algae. This is how they get fed. They eat the carbs and fat that algae produce. So that's how a coral would live. They need each other. Say it. That's how they live. So when you put a heat tolerant algae, not only can it tolerate the heat, the coral will function and thrive. Symbiote D. That wouldn't be an example of it would be more of a mutualistic relationship, mutualistic symbiosis. Be more of a mutualistic because they both benefit. That's why it would be a mutualistic relationship out of the symbiosis. It wouldn't be commensalism, such as cocones on a cetacean, such as the blue whale, or it wouldn't be a parasite living on certain aquatic vertebrate, or even other species. It wouldn't be like that. It'd be mutualistic, just like a remora clinging to a shark skin. Remora in Greek means delay, and they look pretty delayed as they're using their mouth structure stuck to them dermal denticles, feeding on external parasites. They're gaining a free ride and food from the shark, and the shark is also gaining by ridding itself of external parasites. That's what makes it mutualistic relationships. Symbiotic relationships is just an example of mutualistic relationships, commensalism, or parasites. That's the three in symbiotic relationships. I used to sleep with them books, brother. I still do. Marine plants are hard. Lucky you're not asking about well, brown kelp, Dr. Fish. Can't they float like Physostomus swim bladders? Lucky you're not asking the right questions, you know? Yeah. Please discuss asexual arthropods for me, you know? There's so much with the ocean, it's ridiculous. I don't even know where to start. I feel like a little mollusk waiting to get coated with nacre, or another little sand or irritant getting my shell so you guys can have a pearl, you know? Dr. Fish wants to be your nacre. Say it. He is anadromous, like a salmon. Remember, eels are catadromous. That's the opposite of anadromous. Anadromous, always remember what? Their geographic distribution. Where were they born? What body of water? This will help you understand the difference. Because obviously, catadromous, the eel, are born in the ocean. And they migrate to freshwater, right? They're opposite than anadromous salmon. Salmon go to what? Freshwater to spawn and what? And to die, correct? That's anadromous. Catadromous is opposite. Remember that every time you see an eel. And a lot of the eel, a lot of them go towards the ocean because you'll catch them in the river and the creek. It's because they end up in the bay into the ocean, into the Sargasso Sea. They turn silver. And the mating of the eel is really undeveloped. We don't really know much about it other than they turn silver and disappear. That catadromous fish is pretty mysterious on its life cycle out of a lot of the aquatic vertebrate. Salmon, even sockeye salmon, you can watch them change color and take that vibrant red and be anadromous. But with the eels, they disappear after they turn silver. I just love fishes, guys. It took me years to learn this stuff. And I truthfully hold back sometimes. I don't want to sound like a robot. One of my buddies, even at college, used to tell me to dumb it down a little bit. You sound too much like a robot. And I'm not doing it right now, but I can. Like how I started off this stream. The typical I'm not doing that. I learned with a photographic memory. Biology is like the ABCs. And Dr. Fish memorized many alphabets. It really is. It's really easy. It's all facts. It's all recite. Drop of the dime. What's the smallest fish? What's the fastest? What's the largest? Where you at, buddy? Talk to me. Where's Flo at? No Flo tonight, huh? No Flo tonight, huh? Hey, tater chip. No tater chip tonight. Smoking on a little bowl. With a rebel yell. Yeah, Symbia D, guys. I'm sure you guys are Googling too. Dr. Fish is better than Google. I knew about Symbia D before there was Google. This is something they've been doing for years. That's why algae is thriving in them polyps. Because the water temperature changes and the algae becomes stressed, and it's not good. When it becomes stressed, it'll die. Just like a person, man, or anything. Stress isn't good, especially in the ocean, in a mutualistic symbiosis like that. Or symbiosis, excuse me. I said symbiosis. Yeah, Morpheus. Yeah, Morpheus. Yeah. With a rebel, yeah. No, for real though. Let me find a different song. Every little step I take. You guys up to? Smoke with me. Look at your bud. Isn't it green? Because it has chlorophyll A in it. That's where the sun's able to give it energy, so as a plant it could survive because it can capture the energy through photosynthesis, which is a biochemical process that uses light-absorbing pigments such as chlorophyll to capture energy from the sun. Biology never changes. That's why it's green, or that's why your grass is green. Look at your leaves. That's why. Wouldn't be able to do it. It's the same with fishes, with other things. Certain things that don't change, especially with coral. And coral, that algae, has to capture energy from the sun in that polyp. And that warmer water temperature, that external factor, will be cancel out that day, and they'll be able to tolerate and able to thrive. That's how it goes. Every little step I make. Who's with me? Who's my little megalodon with me? Come on. Let me brush your 276 different teeth. You excite me. Your little swimming school bus. 50 to 60 feet. About the size of a sperm whale, guys, would be a good estimate for you. Anytime you think of a megalodon, remember a sperm whale, one of the apex predators in the sea, because there's 3 of them along with the orca and great white shark. Think of a megalodon, remember the size of a sperm whale. But remember, the 276 different teeth, cocked, locked, and ready to rock. be together. It's like orca at 52 to 56 conical teeth. They have conical teeth. It's different. It's made for gripping. That's why they can kill a great white shark, because they can turn it up so they can hit it, turn it upside down, and grip it because they have conical teeth. 52 to 56. Say it. Get your notebook. Write it down. Never forget it. They're considered a toothed whale out of the 90 species of cetaceans. Cetaceans, whales, dolphins, and porpoises. Considered a toothed whale. Apex predator. Fastest of all of them, too. Orca's the fastest. Orca and the Dow's porpoise. There are certain whales that can sustain speeds greater, but the orca and resident and transit groups is a bully, an absolute menace. That's why they're called killer whales for a reason, and kill everything. Can't sleep at night. I toss and turn. Got nobody with me, man. It's all right. Knowledge never went. Okay. They're cetaceans. They're cetaceans. Always remember that. Cetaceans, marine mammal, respiratory system designed to breathe atmospheric air, endothermic, warm-blooded, give live birth, milk-producing mammary glands to nurse their young, hair on their lower jaw, and all have a well-developed brain that they inherited from their terrestrial ancestors. Marine mammal. Cetacean. Cetacean means whales, dolphins, and porpoises. By looking at their mouth structure, obviously they would be what type of whale? They wouldn't be, you understand? Calling them a false killer whale. Let's look at their mouth structure and their geographic distribution. What does that also tell us about them? We'll be together. We'll be to me that. They're fast as well, but they're not recognized as the fastest. Them and the Dow's orca and the Dow's porpoise are the fastest. And there are 6 species of porpoises out of the 90 species of cetaceans, and the Dow's porpoise is the largest. And the vaquita is the smallest geographic distribution in the Gulf of California. It's the one marine mammal that it will be dead within the next 20 to 30 to 50 years. They're going extinct, the vaquita. They're not going to be around much longer. And of all the marine mammals, it's the one that's endangered the most. It's the vaquita. Yeah, vaquitas won't be here much longer. Polar bears, I believe, will adapt. Polar bears are still considered marine mammals, too. I know, it's okay, but there's a lot of tuna in the sea, though. And tuna people actually eat. Tuna's a prized fish. Bluefin tuna is the #1 selling fish in the world. Yeah, bluefin tuna is a little different. We'll be together. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I had to plug my phone in. I was dying. I didn't realize my phone was dying. Be together. Nah, I tried the hooks though. They have the long line and stuff, and the 200-mile limit and all that, and the maximum sustainable yield. It's all important in the ocean. I'm not going to start discussing the maximum sustainable yield like a nerd. Probably the only another person in a 100-mile area that probably even knows what that is, or the 200-mile limit. It's kind of weird. I feel like a nerd. I really do. No, they're always long lining though. They don't always lose their gear though, but like they do though. They don't care about the fish's life. They just care about catching the fish, selling its myomeres. It's meat. It's what you eat. It's myomeres. You know. Yeah, it definitely is, brother. I eat tuna though. I like albacore out of the 8 species of tuna. They have the longest pectoral fins in the tuna family. I like albacore. Their meat appears whiter because they're not as fast as blue and yellowfin tuna. They're not going to have as many red swimming or red muscle fibers. That's why their myomeres appear to look like chicken, a little whiter, the chicken of the sea. It's not always going to look red because they lack that, and they're also not as big, so they're not going to be as fast. They don't have as many red muscles. And you'll notice this when you open up a can of like chicken of the sea. Open both of them, but get one that's albacore and look at their myomeres. It'll be different. It tells you about the fish, not only their geographic distribution, but as you open that can of tuna and get the water or oil out of it, you can know how fast it was when it swam in the ocean. You will know that it had a longer pectoral fin just by opening the can. It'll speak to you. It'll tell you what it can do by just looking at its myomeres. I'm the perfect guy to go to the supermarket with you and go get fish. I can tell you if they're farm raised or if they're wild caught. I'm the guy to bring with you. They look differently. You can tell the difference. In salmon, I will say it doesn't always matter. Unless it's for the taste. Wild caught will taste better and it'll always have a vibrant, more color. It's always in the color. It's not that all farms raised is bad. It's just, it's not indigenous. That's all. You want something that, when you go eat a lobster at Red Lobster, that, there's 1 or 2 different geographic distributions that this lobster could have came from. Either it came from Maine or it came from Florida. Either it's an up north lobster or either it's a spiny tail. It's not going to change. The only thing that's going to change is your geographic distribution. Say you are in Florida. Obviously, they're not just going to have lobsters from Maine to feed you. They're going to use their geographic distribution to feed you that lobster, which would be the spiny tailed. I seen McDonald's too, because McDonald's, the fish fillet used to be the blue hake. They switched back to the pollock and act like they didn't do it and shit, because it used to be the blue hake. I've been on to them. I like pollock. Pollock's a good eating fish. Pollock's good, bro. It really is. Pollock's good. It really is. I like pollock. Pollock. I like cod. Cod and flounder, obviously. But I would eat pollock. Tilapia is a little dull. Orange roughy's a little better than tilapia, and you can mix it with like a Dijonese sauce or like a little spicy sauce with it. Like that orange roughy's good, bro. Tilapia, yeah. Tilapia, I eat it with butter and like sauteed green spinach with garlic. Yeah, I like tilapia, but it's a dull tasting fish. Even with orange roughy, it just tastes a little more. And it mixes better with sauces and stuff. But I like fried flounder and cod the best. Oh, even McDonald's fish fillet mimics. We could call it a ghetto fish and chips on a bun. They're mimicking fish and chips because fish and chips is really codfish, and it was always a top notch, like a famous food to eat, would even overseas would be fish and chips. But they put fish and chips on a sandwich over here at McDonald's and call it a fish fillet. Don't get distorted with fish stuff, guys. Dr. Fish will always teach you the right way. What they do. There would be no fish fillet and stuff like that if it wasn't for the idea of fish and chips. And they use at least expensive fish. They have to use pollock. They can't use cod. It would cost too much money at McDonald's for them to use cod. Way too much money. Your fish fillet sandwich would cost $12. You go get 2 fish fillets from McDonald's, it would cost almost $25. They were using the right fish. They're using not a BS fish, they're using a BS fish that can mimic the taste of fish and chips, such as pollock. Those mayo mears taste similar, but they're not as good as the cod. And also, it's a less to give a person an allergic reaction. Cod is one fish that people that aren't allergic to fish all of a sudden will have an allergic reaction to. You know? Oh, tilapia is. I'm not big on tilapia. I'm saying I've eaten it. My mother used to make it with butter and garlic, and I used to eat her tilapia. My mom used to make tilapia. I swear she did. And I used to eat it. I liked her tilapia. I didn't like roasted pork. I like this spinach she makes. This spinach she makes that tilapia taste good. And it's still healthy for you. You're eating fish. You're eating protein. Just a dull tasting fish. You know what I mean? They all have heavy metals in it. That's called biomagnification. All their myomeres are biomagnified. Don't ever think that. They're in that 3-dimensional world of hide and seek, that ocean, that sea. It's like the world's toilet. It's 96.5% freshwater. Then it's everything else. That's where the toilet comes in. It's only 96.5% pure. Think about all that plastic that's going to Hawaii. You don't think there's any heavy metals in there? That becomes biomagnification through different aquatic vertebrate species, through their myomeres, which humans can consume, whether they're long-lining, fishing, doesn't matter their geographic distribution. It matters them pulling a fish out of the water and consuming their myomeres, which could be biomagnified. There always are. Always, 100%. That doesn't mean it's not healthy to eat. It means like certain fishes, like a pregnant woman shouldn't eat with heavy metals. Out of all the fishes in the ocean, there is one fish That's the heaviest in the heavy metals. It's the tilefish. Tilefish, or even if you're a pregnant woman, you should not eat the tilefish, or even swordfish are high in the metals also, and through biomagnification in the myomeres. But it's tilefish take the cake. Ooh, la 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 loo. She's fresh, she's fresh, fresh like a summer breeze. I elaborated on it for you. It's not just swordfish with the pregnant women. Look at the sword. They all discussing, oh, swordfish are bad for people or the pregnant woman, but none of you guys, none of them look at their geographic distribution, their evolutionary relationships, or their trophic interreaction, or their mouth structure, or how a swordfish differ from billfishes. How is a billfish different from a swordfish? This is important other than geographic distribution, evolutionary relationships, and trophic interreactions. Billfishes are going to differ from swordfishes in many different ways. It really is beautiful. And again, this would be considered morphological features. And obviously the family and geographic distribution is different. Billfishes differ from swordfishes in having the snout it's flat rather than rounded and flat in cross section. Hold on a second. This song just messed me up. Hold on. My song just messed me up. Bobby Brown messed me up. Yeah. No, billfishes differ from swordfishes, and they have their snouts rounder rather than flat in cross section. They have teeth in their jaws, pelvic fins. They have scales, and in adults, 2 keels are present on the caudal peduncle. That's the difference between billfishes and swordfishes. That's the difference, because there are differences. That's exactly what I just said. Play it back. It's exactly what it is. Took me a second because I've been drinking. That's a difficult question to answer right there. That's probably the most difficult question tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a good one. And I drop of a hat still got it. Because that's the difference between if you compare a sailfish, a cosmopolitan sailfish that could take out 300 feet of line in 3 seconds, equivalent to a velocity of 68 miles per hour, being the fastest fish, and compare it to a swordfish. The difference is that billfish will look different in every way I just said. And they're considered morphological features. It's difficult. Yeah, they can. Trevallies are fast, too. Look at what they're foraging on. Are they continuous swimmers? Do they have swim bladders? You should ask yourself this. Do they have a swim bladder? Wouldn't a swim bladder slow them down according to their mouth structure and geographic distribution, what they're foraging on? Oh, yeah. It's not that they don't get tired. They get tired. They just fight to the death. And that's considered stress. Other fishes will change color. Other fishes will die. Other fishes can change sex because of color. Even some can light up. But stress is different. Stress could mimic other things, but it would mostly be color or death. Stress isn't something that's always good. It took me years, though. It took me probably 20 years of studying and going to college to learn this fish stuff. And there's always something to learn. Even with cnidarians, which are jellyfish. You know what a jellyfish's skeletal structure is, guys? It's the ocean. That's what gives them a skeletal structure so they can swim using their bell. They can contract their bell and swim. When they're in the water makes up that cnidarian skeletal structure. The ocean is the jellyfish's skeletal structure. Remember this. Every little step I take, that's their skeletal structure. Without the ocean, that's why when they come out of the ocean and you see a jellyfish or one of their cnidarian friends, they look like a little blob on the sand because they don't have their skeletal structure no more. I won't discuss nematocysts. You guys aren't ready for that yet. Nematocyst is a little too advanced. We will be there. Maybe the step I take. This guy right here is pretty smart, though, Dixie. He's a diver. Good to talk to a diver. Look out for certain things in the ocean. I don't know where you live at, Dixie. What's your geographic distribution? Where are you at? Oh, tell me about the fishes in your area, the reptilian species, the mammalian species with more than 5,400 species of mammals. And tell me where you're at. It'll speak to me in biology. It's so important, geographic distribution. I swear it is. It's important reading the Bible too, guys. Oh, then you know a lot about the diving and stuff. You're in a beautiful place in the Pacific. You deal with a lot of frigate birds. I believe they're called awa, meaning thief, as they make the other birds regurgitate their catch and steal their food. The frigate birds in Hawaii, they're native to indigenous Hawaiian people. You guys would know what a frigate bird is if you're from Hawaii. They're very, very cool birds. Could be considered a pirate in the birds. Yeah. It's not always that it means high flyers. It means thief. Because they steal. I understand they're always high flyers. The high flyers would be their geographic distribution. They'll be out to sea foraging to make birds regurgitate their catch. When they say awa, it meaning thief. They are thieves. That's just how they forage, That's all. I always liked birds. Birds and turtles is one thing that got me into marine biology years ago. We're probably the only two people that know what awa means too, you know what I mean? You're from Hawaii. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm discussing frigate birds. These guys don't know about frigate birds if they didn't study marine biology. There's no way. You only know because you live in Hawaii. They would have no idea, brother. No idea about these. They're the second largest group of, that's why they're called tetrapods. 2 wings, 2 feet. 4 feet, tetrapoda. Second largest group of vertebrates, more than 10,000 species worldwide. The largest group of vertebrates is the fishes. And the human is similar to a fish, but a human's like, for example, I'm a human. I'm a mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodal, cercopter, GNS, thick-thone, vertebrate, cranial-chordate. That's what Dr. Fish is, That's, as a biologist, will tell you what a human is. That's what I am. I'm a mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodal, cercopter, GNS, thick-thone, vertebrate, cranial-chordate. That's what a human is. Be together. Don't ever let them. You heard it here. What a human really is. Oh, it's a Homo sapien. No, it's what Dr. Fish just said. You're a mammalian. Obviously, we were discussing how you have a respite. I don't want to get in. This is like a speech. The whole what I just said to you. Picture each word in parentheses as I said it. Now we got to break down each word. Will describe you. The biology of you. Other than being bilaterally symmetrical and a carbon-based organism, matter and energy and involuntary functions and all that, even without the brain. Well, you're going to need your brain being a mammal. So we all have a well-developed brain. It's all easy after a while. But that's what a human is. Always remember it. Don't ever let anybody tell you any differently. And you tell them, I was watching Dr. Fish. He told me I'm a mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodal, cercopter gene, asticthoan, vertebra cranial chordate. Told me I was a human being. I'm bilaterally symmetrical and carbon-based. Told me he was all the way up. You know what? I kind of believe him. We gonna fall in love. You guys are awesome. It's good talking to you, Dixie. It's good talking to a experienced diver in Hawaii. Being able to see them birds in the ocean tomorrow morning, something that an artist couldn't depict in a picture or in a painting. Let them envy you according to your geographic distribution. You'll see a frigate bird tomorrow. And remember this stream. God bless you, brother. Should be happy you clicked on a streamer living in Hawaii that actually knows what a frigate is. They're awesome. That's what they are. Pirate of the birds would be a good word. It'd be a good way to say it. They're like a pirate. Little Christopher Columbus, huh? That's why they changed that holiday, man. They got tired of venerating a pirate in America. Columbus Day. He went around and killed everybody. They don't say that. Columbus was like a pirate. He was like an assassin, guys. Don't let that history. That's how the Indigenous People Day. They're remembering all the indigenous that he killed. They had a conscience. Whoever the powers to be started looking at Columbus and were like, you know, this guy killed more people than your average 5 serial killers, right? Why don't we just call it Indigenous People Day? Why don't we just venerate the people that he murdered? And just remember, he was tricking them. He had a knowledge with marine biology, Mr. Columbus. He did tricking them indigenous people. I'm going to make the moon disappear if you don't give me all your supplies, because he knew about the lunar and solar eclipse. They probably all starved to death and died, too. Christopher Columbus was on some other shit. Even when he named the Bahamas, and that's why it's named the Bahamas. Bahamas really means shallow seas. It was named by Columbus. It's in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He really did. But he did more than sail. He straight robbed and murdered all the indigenous people. He was like a pirate. He was bad. I don't know how to say. He's like an assassin. He was it. And he had the money. He was funded. Like that. Every little step I make. Can't sleep at night. On top of the and be together. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Just think about everything we're speaking of tonight. That's all one of God's creations, too. Think about the intelligent designer. Think about the one designing everything. Obviously, your cell phone was designed. How do you look in the mirror and not? You really think you're going to evolve? Come on, bro. Doesn't even make sense. If you guys been listening to me all night, you should know that doesn't even hold weight. Evolution. Nothing working for nothing by nothing begot everything. And I was just speaking, buddy. Hit the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna come back and teach you more marine biology. I want people to know what a human is and really understand fishes. Ain't nobody understand what a human is. You guys could have clicked on every streamer in that vertical feed, and none of them would have been able to tell you really what a human is, like I just told you. They have no background in biology. There's no way for them to even know that unless they have a background in biology. It took me 3 months to be able to say that. Fucking 15 years ago. I had to pee real quick. Got no love for the set. How you doing, Johnny, buddy? Call me Dr. Fish because I'm like miraculous with fishes, even when I'm not trying to be. I just love fishes. Ever since I was a little boy. No, he stood out on the water too. They all sucked. What are you up to, buddy? Chilling out. Don't let it air back down. She got me under pressure. Museum. I don't let her. Yeah. Appreciate you stopping in. Just hanging out, buddy, smoking, chilling out. Got off work a few hours ago and stream at night and shit. It felt good to light it up earlier. Just stream, didn't do it. It's all right. At least we did it earlier. Worry about tomorrow. Be consistent. They're not all going to do it. And that's something you have to accept as a streamer. Don't make your streams about money. Make your streams about being yourself. That's why I've been speaking about fishes tonight, because that's really me. Or I wouldn't know all this stuff. I had to study for years. It was dedication. Lost a lot of girlfriends and a lot of things over the years because of this dedication for fish. It was just something that made me want to wake up every day. It was the fire. I just, a funny thing happened after like 5 years studying it. You start speaking about it. Even you can be at a store or anywhere, and an auditorium, start speaking around, and you notice everybody around you is real quiet, and they're all listening. And that's how you know you was doing it right. And they all stop, and they all listen. And when that happened for me years ago, it helped me. As I looked back one day, and I realized I looked back one day, and I looked, and they were all listening. Well, I wasn't streaming either. I was in a different setting. Everybody stopped, and they were all listening to what I had to say. When that happened, it changed me. What's up, Johnny? What are you up to? Do you fish, bro? What are you up to, man? You got a girl and shit? Probably just got off work or something. Scrolling through or something, right? Just smoking and shit. Just trying to light it up. I ain't lighted up this stream. I ain't all the way up. I lit up the last one I just did. Big G clicked out on me and shit, told me I wasn't all the way up. Said one a day. Skip Dr. Fish and Apple and run away. Whoa, yeah. I can't do a flip, but I know about flipper. I do know about flipper. Flipper's easy. The hardest part about flipper is ultrasonic frequencies and the phonic lips, and discussing sonar and geographic distribution of what they're foraging on. Something about Delphinidae, it just excited me. Like a madman. I used to sleep with them books. Like ready, like I ain't got the eye of the tiger. I got the eye of the dolphin. And you should know my eye is protected being a dolphin, isn't it? As I swim, discuss how a dolphin's eye is protected as it's swimming, as it's foraging, as that squid slipped right through its conical teeth, Dr. Fish. Discuss how its eye is protected as it swims up to 25 miles per hour. What protects its eye? Who's out there with me? What protects its eye? You got no idea, right? I know why you don't got an idea, because when it comes to fish, man, I'm right here. Yeah. I'm like MJ when he played baseball when it comes to fishes. Yeah. I'm like MJ when he played baseball. Yo, Fish, what you Nolan on that card? Yeah. What question did I just ask? I'll answer it. What did I just ask? I kind of fucked up a little bit. I'm only half trying to. That's the beauty of it. No one is in here could even stop in and ask a capable question. And if they tried to, I'd blow their socks off. I'd hit them real hard, just on purpose, just to hit them out of the park. So they'll never ask again. Ah! Oh, let me go get my cigarettes. You're lucky. Let me go get my cigarettes. Discuss it with me. Oh, man, don't be afraid to type fancy. Sell out. Dr. Fish can show you. Come on, man. Let me show you. Got a lot to give. Like, I'm holding back. Come on, microperf salmoids and thunius. Like, come on, this is easy. Come on with this tuna shit. The fish swift-moving pelagic nectin. I swift-moving pelagic nectin. I pelagic zone. A pelagic zone. Dr. Fish, are you mesopelagic? Are you the aphotic? Are you the photic? He's with me. I think invertebrates are cool. The cephalopods, though, they're definitely the smartest invertebrates. Can open jars, solve problems, and get out of traps. When I say traps, meaning when they're inside of a cage and can get out of it. They show learned behavior. Medical studies of penile size have consistently found. Well, that's true, and they do scientific trials where they'll take 10 to 100 men. And remember, semen ejects out of the penis up to 28 miles an hour and go up to 18 feet. So with this kind of information, you got to open real wide. You got to open real wide for this information. You're right, though. But that's also with a study under a certain number of men. They still have to study the men and study their penis and measure it. Whether it's erect or non-erect. That's another thing with the medical study. Is that erect or non-erect? They don't discuss that. They discuss penile size. They don't say if it's erect or not. So the average man in the Americas walking around with over 5 inches of non-erect. You understand how there's flaws in your statement that you're saying? I really am a field biologist, bro, and can pick things apart. And there's flaws and simple statements that you say like that. And you sound like you have a brain, and I'm not trying to pick you apart. You sound like you have a brain, but you're saying what they're wanting to say and not saying it as yourself, and it sounds uneducated. You can't do that. I'm teaching fishes and stuff, and you're giving a scenario and not discussing time. You're not even discussing how many in a study or anything. This isn't everybody. I didn't take that study. You didn't take that study. So how would that make sense? Is our geographic distribution even in America, or are we overseas? Because 60% of the world speaks Mandarin Chinese. You understand? Can't go with Google and these little facts. It doesn't hold up in mainstream biology with guys like Fish. It's a prime example of how their facts and Googles didn't work again, Big G. It doesn't work, guys. They'll elaborate on a survey for these guys, and these guys will come repeat it in chats, and they won't discuss the survey they're speaking of. And was it 10 men, 10 transgenders, and 10 kittens that took it? I need to know. Because you're always going to, every time you have a science experiment, you're going to put a false in there on purpose. You have to. It's just the way it is. Don't feel bad, bro. They distorted you, John. You seem like a nice guy. Dr. Fish is just a sharp guy. It's my focal point to be. Don't feel, They distort things. They can't give a certain biology reading in a survey when they didn't discuss geographic distribution. Where are we? Where is the medical studies of where? You know what I mean? Of human penile. Like, I need to know of human penile of where. You understand? Are we in Africa? There's 54 countries. Are we in Australia? Are we in Yorkshire? Am I in Canada? Because they're going to take a certain number of men and say whatever they want, and you can't do that with science. That's what I'm trying to prove right now, that you can't do that. Charles Darwin had a lot of problems with moths after a fire, trying to say how they change colors and they evolved when he was discussing adaptations. He had a lot of problems too. You can't distort knowledge. Doesn't work like that in science. I may be smoking pot and shit and having a little couple drinks or whatever, but the marine biology knowledge I was trained on, it never goes. That's something that never leaves. Ever. It's who I am. It's what I am. It's all I am. It's the only thing I'm sure of anymore. Even when I was at work today, I was thinking about endothermic poikilotherms and protozoans and the annelids. There's 9,000 species of annelids, and annelids in Greek means little rings. That's what I was thinking of. Because there was little night crawlers there. I was opening them up, looking at them, looking at the little rings. It's called segmentation in biology. When you hold an earthworm, you see all the little rings. That's called segmentation. Their body's segmented. Segmentation and annelids. You know. "2015 study." I understand what you're saying. Of where, though? You got to remember, brother, of where? In Oxford University? That's a university that's not even in the United States. Your geographic distribution's important. You know, are they in Australia? Are they going to care about this 2015 study? You got to remember, for where? Geographic distribution. It's important. Because then it's just going to be men in that area. It's not just the average. But do you understand what I'm saying to you? Because they'll distort you with Google and other things. In biology, they can't distort you. It's one or the other. That's why I'm like this, trying to show you. Because you'll remember this someday and you'll appreciate what I'm doing right now. You'll be like, oh, okay, I understand what he's trying to do. I'm going to be more alert. There is no geographic distribution, evolution in a relationship, or trophic in a reaction. Whether I'm a mammalian, amniotic, tetrapodos, Phycoptera, geonestic, vertebrate, cranial, chordate, watching it. You know? Come on, bro. I fucking love biology. Where's my fucking book? Oh, you live in Australia? Then you know about the blue-ringed octopus. You know about that stonefish. It's not the great white shark. It's the white pointer. Tell them. Start pointing and say white pointer. White death. Tell them. You're from Australia. Tell them white death. Tell them box jellyfish. Tell them, man, you guys were meshing today. It's all you did all day. You was meshing all day. He spent his day meshing. That's all he did today. All right, let me listen to my song. He was eating Roo burgers. According to its geographic distribution, that marsupial, that mammalian, will be there. And if they wanted to forage on it and put it in their mouth structure, according to their geographic distribution, they could. Say it. Understand biology, man. Watch me for a week with a notebook. You guys will look at biology different. I promise you this. You will learn. Hold on, let me find my lighter. They say fire came from Prometheus. Sounds kind of demonic. Because I used to be Joan of Arc in my former life. Oh, Bryce wants his mod back. Well, I'm just going to turn you blue, John. How about you be blue? I like your name, John. That's the same name as my dad. You lucked out. I'll just turn you blue. How about that? Bryce, I don't know about Bryce. me going to college and studying endothermic poikilotherms and zooplankton and plankton and oikos and logia and photophores and all, what you saying his name right now, me being a monetized streamer, saying you're him. Bryce, John, I'll turn you blue. Don't have to pretend with Dr. Fish. The pretending pisses me off. The lying, the deceit, insulting my intelligence. This is what Dr. Fish doesn't like. As he teaches marine biology, he doesn't like it. He really doesn't like it. That's one thing he doesn't like. And he's being honest. I never lied. All right, let's smoke. Guys, pack them up with me. It's all right. You don't got to pretend. Listen, you don't got to pretend you're his brother stopping on the channel. Look, you're him. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm like Sir Isaac Newton in 1687. This is the principle of tides tonight, kid. Ooh, yeah. That's all I ask. And you always be blue from. That's why I hid both them channels that last shit. You're doing the same shit. I can teach people marine biology and the Bible. There's a reason I'm monetized and I cash out every month. You're not talking to some idiot. Even though I perform and act as an entertainer and do certain things at a certain time, doesn't mean that fish knowledge isn't there. I'm just playing around. I don't want to sound like a fucking robot or a know-it-all every day. And that's what you start to sound like with fishes. And that's not always a good thing either. But no one ever really called me a know-it-all or something like that. They always appreciated it, my fish knowledge, truthfully. Even my mother. They really did. People even in my life. That is another thing. Oh, this is sour diesel cider. Ooh, yeah, we could smoke some sour diesel. And I gave you your mod back. Just always be cool over here. Don't ever say that crackhead shit again. That's another thing that pissed me off that other day. Me and Big G were chilling here. Oh, POV, crackhead. We ain't no fucking crackhead. I'm a marine biologist. Just because I work at a store and I can't get my wallet out of my pocket, don't mean we're on drugs. We smoke weed and we drink. And money. Weed, money, alcohol. And that was always three I liked. And they go together. You can't fuck with drugs. Weed's not a drug. I don't give a fuck what people say. Weed is not a drug. It ain't gonna kill you. Clyde Stills. What's your mayor, man? I don't know what the fuck's happening there, man. Fuck, wake up. Look like a digger is back. I knew I should have bought more alcohol. Like, I gotta stop teasing. I swear to God, buying the biggest fucking bottle they got tomorrow. I'm gonna stop playing. Like, now I'm getting mad. Yeah. Can't fight it, feed it. It's out there with me. It's alright. It didn't like my little Christmas tree lights I made on my science channel. It's alright. I'll upload another clip. Dr. Fish got clips for days. I just gotta concentrate on working and shit. You gotta go make that real money. Gotta get them real checks and shit. Don't listen to these guys. Appreciate Big G lighting it up earlier. That's what counts, yo. I'm like $8 off of making it. I swear to you. I'm almost there. I ain't gonna do it either. We got 3 days. I gotta do it on my own, man. You gotta put your own work around here, remember? Yeah, we did it tonight too. Put your own work around here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like the burnt the fuck out, huh? Like White Denzel earlier. Put that work in, huh? What work? The 69-cent man. Put in that work. I'm sorry about that. It's all right that you lied. Well, are you both of them channels? What else are you lying about? You know, it makes me ask questions. This guy that you work for, Lopez, judgment, he stinks. Makes me think to myself, what other mistakes has this Lopez made? Why don't you tell me, Tony? Why don't you tell me, Bryce? How can I trust this business? Dr. Fish burnt the fuck out, isn't he? Yeah. Yo, Dr. Fish, the streaming Sosa. Dr. Fish was streaming last night. He was drinking whiskey and he became Sosa. He became the marine biology Sosa. That's how you know I'm fucked up. I became Sosa. Yo, bro. Whoa. No, I sure. That's why I like that whiskey, man. That shit fucking, yeah. Hey, even it makes my fish facts kick in too, bro. Fucking. Hey, yeah. Oh, let me find a good song. Hold on, my butthole burns. Hold on. I gotta do it. Diddy, stop it. Stop it, Diddy. Get that Captain Crunch doll away from there. No. Diddy, you're not gonna diddle my Captain Crunch doll. What are you guys up to? Like that stream. If you got, hey, make sure you subscribe from the other channel. You can be blue up both your channels. Just ask me nicely. And start sending $1 too. Act like you don't see that money button and shit. Shit ain't free. All this fucking entertainment I give you. My boy was lighting me up earlier. You know, shit ain't free. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding, yo. Yeah, shit. Oh, fuck it. This ain't no free ride. No, I'm just kidding, yo. Yeah. That was Boys in the Hood. No, that was Don't Be a Menace. In South Central, I drinking your juice in the hood. Nigga, sick will be no free ride. During the day, could have organized them Sega Genesis cartridges, remember? And at the nighttime, you're gonna cut the hairs on my balls and get your ass on that plastic. Remember? Yeah. For real. That was a good movie. The Wayans brothers were always great. I talk about them a lot. I was talking about them a couple times this week already. I think this is the third time this week, if my memory doesn't. I always liked them. They was always great comedians. All of them. You could have said any brother will make you laugh. That's how you know that family's great. Thanksgiving's probably funny as hell over there. Hold on a second. It's with me. You'll get one eventually. Just keep it in mind. You got all Christmas for on your Christmas list tonight. This is what we're going to write on your Christmas list tonight. I might help you write it. Started off with parentheses. We're going to find a way to make payment. Close the parentheses. All right? Is that clear? We're going to make our own acronym tonight. We're going to find a way. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Nah, people light me up and shit. I'm just used to lighting it up, bro. It's all right. The stream's not all the way up. At least I talked to Big G earlier. He's a good guy. Got that fish knowledge, son. I got the got coming up to me. It's up my heart. Ooh, are you ready now? Whoa, yeah. Oh. Whoa, yeah, baby, yeah. I'm wondering who I am. Secret, secret, I got a secret. Fishy spits on his hand and naked with the mannequin. I'm sorry, I was trying to rhyme. It's difficult with this song. Thank you very much, Mr. Fishwato. Hurry up, babe. The liquor store is opening soon. Not hearing no bell. Yo, I was trying to stream, but I didn't hear no bell. What time is it? Yeah. Oh, it's early. Damn, I thought it was 4 or 5 o'clock. It's only 2 o'clock. Yo. Looks like I just smoke it, yo. Fuck it, yeah. This shit's called it's called Sour Diesel with a little bit of Rainbow Runts, topped off with a little Pineapple Express packed on top of Gelato. This shit right here is called the Aficionado. That's what I call it. It's called a Aficionado right here. All right? You guys want to smoke and shit, don't pretend. Do it like Dr. Fish does. This is called all of them at once. This is my partner's puking on herself from the medibles. You couldn't hang, huh, babe? Still sitting up, hanging over, keeled on a wall. That's why I don't like when she eats edibles and shit. I tell her not to. Don't try to hang with the big dogs. I'll eat 10 of them cookies right now and go get another bottle of whiskey and stream 10 times in a row, and I guarantee you I'll fucking do it. They're lucky I don't have the whiskey to die. All I need is the whiskey. I'll go. I love Big G. Where's he at? That motherfucker lit me up tonight. I know you can't find a way to pay. He found payment tonight, though. That's why he's my head moderator. That motherfucker found a way. He said, with arms wide open, he found a way. I don't want to hear I can't find a way. Big G found a way. Chris Hogan the other night found a way. Find a way. behind a mask. Who's out there with me? Thank you very much, Fishy Roboto Domo. Domo. Domo Roboto Fishy Roboto Domo. Domo. Domo, but they got the fishy. I'm just kidding. Burnt the fuck out, huh? That's why you don't do drugs. Much fishy Roboto. Thank you very much, Fishy Roboto. Thank you. I want to thank you. Please. Oh. He's out there with me. This bowl's a fatty right here, yo. This bowl right here is like Uncle Daddy used to pack real late at night and coming over to eat a chip. Need your help holding my log. That guy looked out for me more than he had to. You ever have a friend like that? Where it wasn't about money, it wasn't about who was cooler or who was better at something. You ever have somebody that was just your friend because they were your friend? That's how Uncle Daddy was. He's a real friend. Saw the best in you. It's the kind of friends you need. And that's all I have to say about that. For real, yeah. You don't have a way to payment. Well, Big G did, didn't he? Yeah, like Lionheart. Yeah, 5,000 to go big way in the land of sunshine, huh? Dr. Fish, like Joshua in that movie, he really is. That's a good example of Dr. Fish, Joshua and Lionheart. Perfect example of Dr. Fish. He'd be Joshua and Lionheart. Yeah. 5,000 go a long way in the land of sunshine. Oh, no, don't worry about it. I ain't gonna make you fight. Joshua wasn't stupid. Joshua knew. He knew the lion was the man. He's out there with me, guys. Talk to me. I'll never feel out of place talking or speaking to me, unless it's about fishes. Just listen, especially when I'm going off or something, you know. I truthfully hold back because then it'd be 2 days from now they're asking the same question. Oh, what's up, Flo? Yeah, Flo. I'm not slow. Flo. Hiya. Say, got to win about. And woo! Getting ready for work. Just got done her first day of work. I was flowing at work, Dr. Fish. I thought of you. I seen this guy and he had a tight butt, just like Dr. Fish. Whoop the bear. No, I'm just kidding now. Oh my God. I was at work and I was thinking of that fish. No, I'm just kidding. What are you guys up to? Who's out there with me? I don't know what this spud's called. Stroke! Stroke! Diddy, be quiet, buddy. You're being too loud, man. I told you it's 75 a flush tonight. We have a discount on hump day. You just hump the toilet before you flush it. It's only 75 instead of 150. See, I'll cut you deals and shit, Diddy. I'm a deal cutter. Real cheap. What are you guys up to? You guys got doing tomorrow? Stroke that, stroke that. He teetered chip. Yeah, stroke man. Stroke man, stroke man. Not turned up. Big old butts. Oh, fucked up in there. Turn new big Clydesdales. No more cookies for Clydesdales. Nothing new. They was asking fish questions tonight and stuff, and now I started teaching, and all of a sudden the questions stopped again. That's what I was talking about. That's why I love it. I love when they start and then they all stop and they start to listen. That's how you know you're doing it right. When they all stop and start to listen. You know, they're learning. You know, you're doing your job. Last night, a little fishy was streaming with his kringle. Last night, a little fishy. Yeah, I was a little busy tonight. Yeah, that right. Yeah, fish is busy. I was a little busy tonight. What's a new account? It's out there with me. In the midnight hour. What are you up to, Flo? How was your first day on that new job? I hope you had a good day. I said a prayer for you in Jesus' name. I hope he went before you and helped you. Remember, YouTubers that pray together stay together. No drama stream or drama people or no weapon against you shall form so you can't prosper. You'll always prosper. You keep your eyes on Jesus. Keep your eyes on the prize. Work every day. And even if you stream at night, better hope you got friends like Big G that light you up. Or you're going to suck. It's that simple. Got lucky again. I used to think it was luck. I just think that person loves me. You guys didn't like my Buzzball Christmas tree lights, huh? I'm sorry I didn't have like 20 of them and make like a big strand and shit. Like, fuck you. Thought that was a good idea. They look like a little Christmas light you could hang up. You know what? I gotta fucking get little Christmas stickers and put them on them with the Buzzballs and shit. I mean, that's what I should do. I'll redo that video. Now I'm starting to get triggered. Act like you didn't like my Buzzballs and shit. Like you didn't like my balls. It's all right. That's the beauty of creativity. Doesn't matter if it works or not. You have to be creative. 9 times out of 10, it always works. So it really doesn't matter. It matters to the creator. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're riding this one out. Got like another half hour in me. I gotta check on Mare. She's all fucked up from the edibles. I told her I just wanted to go live and light it up. Yo, we're like short this month. Yo, I ain't all the way up. Mare's channel didn't make it. I'm almost there. It's all right though. I gotta go buy a card tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be giving away memberships, guys. Make sure you get one, Big G. I don't know why I didn't give you one. You're like the one that always comments in the chat, bro. Ah, you lit it up again. Yeah. Yeah. Marine biology. I like teaching marine biology tonight. I don't mean to sound arrogant either, guys. Maybe I do sometimes, but it's for a good cause. I love marine biology. Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, we're going to make it, son. I'm almost there. Yeah. I also comment often. Not to cry here, but I do. No, it's okay. I know you do. Dr. Fish got mad love for you guys. Just been talking about fishes all night. It's what we've been speaking of. Fishes. That's all we teach. I can't jump on a panel and pick on people. I could jump on a panel if I didn't have a girlfriend and it was all women and women in the chat. I could pull a chat that way other than shit I do. I could, you know what I mean? I'm sure right now I could go on StreamYards and get Flo on a panel or other women that stop in the chat. That's what I used to do. I talked to all the ladies that stopped in. You can't always do that being oh shit, yeah. Damn, bro. This motherfucker came out of nowhere, son. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he won the lottery, son. Oh, man, I keep hitting the wrong button. I can't even get it. We almost made it. It's at $6.99 right now. That's what we're at. The chat registers in the corner. That's why I always like the phones, yo. It tells you. That's how I really learned the difference back in the day from all the different colors and what they were worth and the different countries too. It helped me because I would have no idea. Big G, man. It's yeah. Son, I'm all the way up again, babe. You missing it, cookie lady? You need to get some more cookies for you tomorrow, yo. I like you when you like this. You out of it, huh? It's real quiet in here. Get you some more cookies. Get real quiet in here. She'd be like this. Yeah, right? She in there like this, like. Poor girl. I told her not to eat that shit. She don't listen, man. Oh, I got it. I feel so bad. The right thing, you know? I don't know. I might go buy some little trimmers because I got like a little gray hair near my butthole and my taint and shit. Like there's this little gray hair that came up and shit. I was just mooning myself in the mirror and shit. And I was like trying to scope out my leather Cheerio and right near my taint, like right above my taint, like near the tip of it was like this little gray hair coming out. So I got to go try to like pull it out and shit. That's why I'm about to grab I'm gonna go put my fishing vest on later and grab my hemostats and I'll get that hair, you know. It's basically what happened. Shit. Yeah, there was like this hair coming out. Like, you know where like your taint is? Like right under your sack. You know, like right under your sack. Yeah, so like I had to pull it out, you know what I mean? Guys are awesome, man. Together forever, ever in that being. What do you mean? Show you a stack of money? You need some motivation? I don't have my wallet with me. I don't know where it is. It's in my pants. You need some motivation? I got you, yo. You need some motivation. So do I, yo. I like it too. Doesn't it pretty? I'm trying to tell him. He looks good. Check it out. Let's reach in both pockets. First pocket we'll reach in, we're gonna reach into the right pocket. What's in Dr. Fish's right pocket? Will there be money in a new world? I don't know. It's in my pocket. Well, there's a little motivation for you. Yeah, son. Yo, taxi. Yo, get me there, son. That's the right pocket. I think. Is that a jingle? Let's check. I have to floss my ass with this. I go, when I'm at work, every 20 minutes, I go in the bathroom and I run this right through my ass crack. That's why I have it. You know what I mean? Hold on. I think I got some quarters. Wilbur. Yes, huh? Now we'll do the left pocket. What's in the left pocket? Hold on, I can't get it out. What's in the left pocket? What's in my left pocket? What's in the left pocket? I'll tell you what's in my left pocket. It's Wilbur. It's the left pocket. Yes, son. Left pocket. That motivation? All you got to do is work and get out in there and get it. It's as easy as grabbing your bank card, your Cash App card, and your wallet. It's that easy, man. If you're out working, being a man, doing the right thing, you'll be able to do that. It's that simple. You're out doing drugs, fucking up, not paying bills, living at home, shit won't look like that, bro. Remember that. It's that simple. Go out and work. Think I like working at a store? You think I wanted to work tonight? I didn't, but I was fucking there, man. You think I wanted to work? I woke up feeling like the Wicked Witch of the West this morning. I was ready to hop on a broomstick. Woo! Yeah, he lit me up too. It's my buddy. Yeah, that's the left pocket. Thank you, Big G, bro. That means a lot. We almost made it. We're right there. I think I'm at $90 on the channel. Not like some spectacular guy or something, guys. I'm above average. Shouldn't always make it. I'm like, don't ever, I'll show you what I'm at. Check my channel right now. We're almost there. How many days we got left this month? It's 27th. That's without this chat and the chat earlier. We're almost there. We're almost there, son. We're almost there. These chats tonight almost got us there. We'll be a few dollars off. We really will. And you can't be off or you won't make it. This is it. These are them Christmas chats. This is Christmas chats, guys, for real. This is Merry Christmas, for real. Shit you not. This December 21st. This is it. This is all in. Thank you, bro. You got me there. I'm going to get there anyway. My ass buying that card tomorrow morning. Yeah. Dr. Fish said he going to go get that Visa card. Yeah, we giving away memberships real cheap. Fishy said he going to make it. He said, fuck that. He said, fuck that. You gotta make it mean something. Nah, it's all right. You have low months. You just gotta do it. Can't sit around and always concentrate on YouTube. I gotta go out and work too. Orchestrate. Mare spends money like fucking water. She really does. If Mare ran our financial things, we'd be goat herders in Albania. The new year is going to be good for me. I'm going to go out and get it. I'm going to go get a different job too, just so I can have another check. So I just can get another wallet from my other check. Talk about the other check wallet to add with the Eagle. I'm going to go get the Hawk wallet. Call myself Sly. I'm going to go Sly with my wallet. Yeah. Yeah. Call it Hawk. And its nose hurt Hawks. Nah, I'm gonna go get another. I want to wait till it gets warm and get like on a crew. But right now, I like my little job, and I'm saving money. I wish groceries were a little cheaper. I need to get more money. I need help with money, yo. I'm gonna start contacting relatives tomorrow. Like, help, help. Fuck that, for real. All that money looks cool and shit. Trying to save. I don't always want to spend my savings. Trying to be ahead. Trying to spend their money. You know what I mean? No, just kidding. That's how you got to think, even with working. You're trying to spend money you don't have, but save money. That's what I'm trying to teach Mayor. Stay ahead with money. Oh, The Wire, I hear that's a good show with them black guys over there. You know, Baltimore. That was a real hood. Be more. There's a Baltimore was messed up, I heard. That's what I've been doing too. I'm adding up for that paycheck too. I'll get paid again. That's why I like working, man. Working backs you up. I don't like being there tonight. I had to do that shit I did there tonight. I rearranged all that shit. That guy was watching what I was doing tonight. That guy's got like 19 cameras in there. Probably can hear if we fart. You know what I mean? And I don't want to let that guy down. That guy looks out for me. If it wasn't for that guy, my shit wouldn't look like that. My wallet. Well, YouTube money is a plus with the wallet in the middle of the month, right before Christmas, all that Christmas money and presents and getting paid from your job again without even this check you're already locked in on with. That's the beauty of being honest. Just be locked in. That'll work, man. I never get ahead. Rent's only $500 a month. It's cheap. I really can't hide. I'm gonna make some more. I'm gonna go get another job soon, so get Mayor and I more ahead. I'll never burn this guy I'm with. I always work for him. I really will. For years and years from now, I always will work with this guy. My plan is to own property out here because it's so cheap and to save money. In a couple years, I'll be able to disappear out of Iowa for a month, but be able to come back to everything I own and have the vehicles, but I'll be able to go around and travel and have the money to do that. But I always have a home base to come back to. You understand? Because it's cheap. I could be on the road and pay the rent here. It's only $500 a month. Everything here is secure. And I could stay out in the state for another 2.5 weeks doing this, enjoying life, but you'll always be able to come back. You understand? Ooh. La 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 ooh. Fresh like the summer breeze. I am running low on money though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta call some backup tomorrow. I'm calling back. I really am. I'm calling backup tomorrow, yo. I need some fucking backup. Shit ain't gonna work right here. And the way Big Clydesdale goes through money. That fucking girl spent $30, $40 some mornings on breakfast. Magic breakfast, babe? Mary be buying fucking breakfast like she fucking Donald Trump's wife. She gets coffee for free, though. That's one thing I'll say about Mary, yo. She always gets that coffee for free. Oh, I got a nice watch. I got the C3PO. I'm gonna get the nice cologne, too, because my boss got the nice cologne and shit. I think he's smelling all good and shit. I'm gonna get better cologne and shit. I'm gonna get a better truck, too. Yeah, I'd probably get the cologne. And I got my own watch, but he got the truck, motherfucker. He's a cool dude. And that's still $50 right here, just laying there. Still 50 right there. That's not even a day eating. That shit would cover Mare's breakfast, cigarettes, and some other fucking thing she'll come up with. She comes up with them, bro. You're lucky it's not Fortnite. That wouldn't even cover her Fortnite cards. I don't care if she buys Fortnite cards. I save my money. I buy all the groceries and shit. Mare pays the bills. Meaning I pay more money over the month, but she pays it all as the lump sum. And I always have the money, my own money. Because I save my money. We're a team. And that's the way our team works. If she saved money how I did, she doesn't, because she splurges on cards, and it's because we're gonna live here for a while, you know. It's not like we're saving up to just pay all the car off and ditch this guy or something, you know. We're not. We're trying. I like this guy. I like this apartment. I like that vehicle. I like my job, you know. So I'm just keeping it real. I don't care if she splurges. I'll give you an example. Even the rent being $500, which she pays, that doesn't even cover the groceries this week so far. The way we eat out and shit, like, we hurt ourselves. It's every day. Good estimate for her breakfast probably be 25, 30 every morning. That'd be a good estimate. But that's 30 times 7. So that's $210. Plus you got to have another $5 for cigarette times 7. That's another 35 plus that. And that's not gas in the car either. And other things. Well, there's gas in the car right now, though. I put gas in that car today. We're a team. And we'll explode around Christmas too, Mara and I, you know. We're doing well. I always try to save a few bucks. It might be ones, fives, and tens sometimes when I start running out of money, but we'll always have money to eat with, gas, bud, cigarettes, and some other self kind of gratification if we needed it. If she needed tampons and Q-tips, we'd have the money for it because I always put money aside. And they don't fuck up with money. Maybe when I was 20, I did. Not at 40. Just something about it. Yeah, look at him. Doesn't he look good? Yeah, 5 of these to get you some of these. Woo! You get 5 of these, and you can get 20 of these. I have 5. I have 4 of them, and a Susan B. Anthony. I have coins in that wallet too. I needed money. I'd ask my boss for money tomorrow. He'd give it to me too. I might ask him. I'm gonna tell him, man. It's like I need like $60, bro. I'm gonna show him my wallet. Show him all my money, all my little coins, my little secret hundreds I have in there and everything. I'm gonna show him, like, here, listen, but I need this 60 because I don't want to spend all of this. I want to spend your money. Could you help me out? You know? What do you think he's going to say? I think he'll give me the money. I really do. I think he likes me. I think he was watching me tonight. I know he likes me. I like him. He's a good dude. Got that shit done for him tonight, man. That's my man, yo. He knows what I did tonight. That's my boy right there. I was washing that hand for him. His hand was dirty. Like he had a little dirt right here. I had to wash it off for him. Devil's Hope. It's arguably the rarest fish in the world. Who told you that? Is that right? No, I love when it switches back to fishes. I just felt it. I felt it in me. I got the little jolt. I felt it. I believe Uncle Google told you, huh? Google told you, huh? Oh, it's real rare, huh? A lot of things that are rare in the ocean. Fuck Google. Don't always listen to Google. Listen to Google with species numbers is a good thing to check with Google. They'll always tell you how many species, because there'll be documented species accounts where you'll know there's, there are 17 species of penguins, Dr. Fish. There are 43 species of seagulls. There are 8 species of bears, Dr. Fish. There are 168,000 species of moths, Dr. Fish. There are 22,000 species of butterflies, Dr. Fish. You know, understand? You got to be able to jump to all of them. How many? There is more than 7,000 species of dragonflies, Dr. Fish. You got to be able to jump to all of them. Be ready to jump. And that's why I love biology, because Dr. Fish, he believes he can fly and shit like an arthropod. In Greek, that means jointed feet. That's what arthropod means, jointed feet. And I believe I can fly. Let me find a different song. I don't like that song. I gotta lick it. Google told you, huh? Don't listen to Google. They ain't all the way up. They ain't like them 17 species of penguins. Dr. Fish, them 7 species of sea turtles. The more than 200 species of owls. Don't listen to them. They all have common characteristics, too, whether it's an owl being a tetrapod or whether it's an arthropod. Remember this. Do insects have lungs? Do they breathe air? Does a fly breathe air, guys? How long does a fly live? It's simple stuff. It's all of them. Becomes easy. A fly, a mosquito, all of them. Knowing the flies that bite you, knowing your geographic distribution, where you got bitten, is another important part. Don't ever forget that. Where you at is so important. It could be pitch black somewhere and you get bit by a snake. But that certain hospital, there's going to be a doctor there that knows indigenous species of snakes and what anti-venom to save your life. And when he sees you, he's going to know how the venom's reacting and everything it's doing to you in a deleterious way and fix you by using geographic distribution. I'm not a medical doctor or anything. I was just giving an analogy. That'd be a good analogy to give, because a medical doctor would know. They lived in Arizona, and it was a hospital in Arizona, and it was dark, and everybody had too many drinks and couldn't see, and somebody got bit. That doctor would know that geographic distribution. certain venomous species indigenous to that area. You would know what antivenom they give them. Remember Mud knew, son. Fucking Mud knew. All right? I'm like Mud, bro. Mud taught me, bro. That's where I learned it from. Mud. All right? Mud taught me. He got bit too. Mud brung me to the I was the kid in that movie and shit. Mud brung me to the hospital. Remember, on that little dirt bike, ran away. Oh, yeah. Who else is out there with me? Did you just hear that? That was called choppy voice. Did you just fucking hear that? Dr. Fish tries too hard. I'm gonna quit drinking though. I gotta get to a doctor and get Valium or Xanax. I'm gonna bring you guys in my pocket with me too when I go to the psychiatrist. I'm gonna try to get. I need Xanax or Valium to quit drinking because I could smoke my little. I'm gonna get a green card too, where I can have weed legally in this state. And I want to have a prescription where I go to a pharmacy, and when I know I take a pill, I know it's from a pharmacy and from a doctor, not from Fernando in front of the 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? Going to all the doctors. I'm going to take Benjamin and go to that doctor. You know? Yes. Spiders do too. Spiders are arachnids, though, more than 50,000 species. They have 8 eyes, 8 legs, thorax, stomach, cephalothorax, morphological features. 50,000, more than 50,000 species worldwide have lungs, breathe air. More than 3,000 species of spiders, arachnids, indigenous to North America, 2 of which are venomous. The brown recluse, which bites you and attracts other brown recluses by pheromones, by decaying skin on the outer epidermis. And the black widow, depending on the body weight, the venom really would only hurt a small child under the weight of 90 to 100 pounds. It doesn't mean you can't be a 160-pound man or woman and not get a fever and feel a little off because you got bit in your shed by that venomous species, that arachnid. Who's with me? The fish knowledge never goes. Spiders are easy. There's one in marine biology called the water strider. The 3 highest properties of water are surface tension, latent heat of fusion, and latent heat evaporation. And with water striders, they can't break the surface tension of the water, and they're recognized out of the arthropod species. Who's with me? The water striders is spoke of. Because because it's important, because it shows how Jesus walked on the water, because Jesus could walk on the water because he didn't break the surface tension of it. It's the same as the water strider. There's certain organisms that just can walk. They can use the surface tension of water, which is the second highest out of any liquid. The highest is mercury. Mercury has the highest surface tension. Other than mercury, it's water. I understand mercury and other heavy metals can become biomagnified in water through the fish's myomeres that we can consume, but it's different because it'll be in a liquid form and be biomagnified and even be ingested by the swift-moving pelagic nekton. You understand? That's where they're going to be living. They're going to have to consume it for them to be inside them, to really be biomagnified. It's not just that they're going to swim and always breathe it in. The other fishes that they're consuming have already breathed it in, and it's biomagnified, and they're myomeres, and they're foraging on them, and they're going to be biomagnified. Yes. So sleep with them books. I am biomagnification. Fernando gives me the good push. Nobody could touch it like Fernando. Fernando, come. Fernando, go. Fernando, stick it in real slow. Fernando, come. Fernando, go. Fernando, stick it in real slow. Who's out there with me? You need some more motivation. I got some motivation. Dr. Fish's motivation. You guys got to get to work, get them paychecks, man. It's Thanksgiving, man. I'm not eating turkey. I'm eating pot roast still. I don't want turkey and shit. I'm gonna eat pot roast. Yeah. Fuck that bird. There's just something about a bird going near my mouth. I just feel like I'm eating Big Bird. So I struggle on Thanksgiving. And then when I'm eating Thanksgiving, I don't feel thankful sometimes because I think of all the pilgrims killing all the Indians and shit. Then they're trying to give them a turkey and shit. What's that? Say you're sorry and shit? Oh, we killed all you guys. Now let's eat Thanksgiving together? Like the fuck out of here, bro. It's like they're fucking trying to R. Kelly me and pee on me and not really teach me marine biology. It's like them being like a Jehovah's Witness knocking on my door, giving me false doctrine about Jesus. They knocked wrong. And I don't like it. I don't want to hear about a Watchtower society. I don't want to hear Jehovah. I want to hear how there's power in the blood of Jesus. I want to hear power and praise. I want to hear, woo, F you, Satan. That's what I want to hear. And they don't have it. They don't do it. Made in Japan. I'm down the Jacksons. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm down the, yo, I'm down the Jackson. Look, Fish, he's got a secret I've been hiding deep in his wallet. He looks like Jackson. Is that Lincoln and Hamilton? Yeah. They are. That is not what the Bible teaches. I'm not a know-it-all. Unless it really comes to fishes, guys. I'm not trying to brag or nothing. I have certain things I have to finish in college to make myself official and switch to the Bible to be even more official, to do both. And that's what I will do someday. But I will say this. That's not what the Bible teaches, what they teach at all. Geographic distribution. Jesus was God. Before his name was Jesus, and people worrying about what color he was and worried about him being a man, discusses Jesus being the Word and how he was God and what he did as God, how he created the world with the Father and the Holy Spirit, how they met up with Abraham, how they did many things. When you read the Bible, you see what happens. And it took me years to understand it. Jesus is telling you in the Bible, he's like, if you've seen my Father, you've seen me also. Straight up telling you, if you've seen God, you've seen me also. He's telling you he's God. He does it all through the Bible, the whole Bible, the first page of it, you know. And I understand what, instead of saying Jehovah, let's use geographic distribution again, they're speaking of the Father. Always venerate the Father. The Father is God, but so is the Word and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit impregnated Mary with the Word, and the Word became flesh. And during that time in geographic distribution, his name was Jesus. But before that, his name was the Word. His title in heaven was the Word. Not just the Son, not just the Son of Man. He was in the Father's bosom in heaven. Read Revelation chapter 4, the throne in heaven. It discusses this with the 24 elders surrounding him and the 4 living creatures with all the eyes all over them. Discusses it thoroughly. And I love the Lord. Jesus. I'm going up to Jesus in the sky. Who's out there with me? Yeah, Big G, I appreciate you lighting me up, bro. Got a couple more days left, man. I was trying to make it on my own, man. We almost did it. I'll buy that card anyway. I'll do Mayor's channel tomorrow. If I can make it over here, that means I'll check Mayor's channel right now. I'll see which Mayor's at. This is it. Mayor almost made it. Mayor does well streaming, actually, but I don't think people understand her little views and clips and shit. They end up to dollars and shit. She's almost there. That's her shit right there. Basically, she's a $50 super chat off. $50 super chat would put her $4 and some change ahead after 30%. It says, I'm from Ethiopia or Estonia. You're from Estonia. Listen, I appreciate you. I'm from Austria. I have the biggest ballsack in Austria. I appreciate you stopping. I'm from Austria. You from Estonia? You stop in. I'm from Austria. Hi. I appreciate you. Hi. How are you? I wanted to get Thanksgiving till I seen them prices. Yeah. Hi. That's the word. I'm sorry that video of the little light string of these didn't do it. And I thought it was creative. And that's what that channel's about. I can't stream drinking over there or act like this. But over there, if I had 100 of these and really secured them, I could make a good light strand out of these. And then if I was the right YouTuber uploading it, it would have got seen correctly. It was a great idea. And I like how they make them all different colors too. They even make ones all white where you couldn't put a light in them, but you could add them as like a false and add a light after it to mimic or bring out the white a little bit and the other colors. It's pretty cool. It's a good idea. I can't buy a bunch of them, and I don't want to drink them all like that. Drink a couple of them. Yeah. Dog the man. We'll smoke one more bowl, guys. I'm gonna smoke one more cigarette. Run out of steam though. I did them other streams earlier, and I'm over 3 hours too. My boy saved me again tonight, or I'd have sucked, dude. I'd have sucked without him tonight. I really would have. Everything would have meant nothing. If I ain't got you. That means nothing. Nothing if I don't got you. I gotta go get some Crest 3D white tomorrow. It sucks we're all gonna die someday too. I gotta go see my parents again soon. I gotta go jump on the train. Oh, boop, boop, boop. Ooh. They was asking some good fish questions tonight. How come they stopped asking them though? What happened? It's okay. It took a long time to be able to do that. Even that guy last night started coming in trolling me and started complimenting me with the knowledge. Remember? It was last night. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. That meant a lot last night, Willie. They come in trolling to hear the knowledge and were like, they appreciated it. Because it's real knowledge. I love fishes. And I love you guys. I say things about fishes. This isn't from Google and I'm not speaking out my ass. I had to memorize that shit. A little book and a notebook. Sleeping with it. Literally. Slept with that shit. Hey, loser. I'm a secret loser. Loser. That's what we really were, man. Like a secret loser. Oh, yeah. You answered everything. I wasn't either. I know, you're a good guy, brother. I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say, Flo? No, you had good questions. That's why I turned you blue. I could tell that you have experience with the ocean. Or I would have told you that you didn't, Dixie. I could tell. There's just certain things that you were saying that your geographic distribution, because you're in Hawaii, was you're used to the ocean and a shore life. And I'm a Jersey boy. I could smell that a mile away. I could smell it a mile away. You reeked of it. I grew up around the ocean too. Or be able to go to it all the time. It was always right there. It really was. Four-winged flying fish. 90-second flight duration. Use their pectoral fins. It's actually to glide. And it's more to 300 to 400 meters. And it's four-winged flying fish. Flying fish will be similar, but their flight duration won't be as long because in the four-winged flying fish, the pectoral fins will be more developed. I know how to swim and all that. I just don't want to dive hundreds of feet. That's all. A lot of things can go wrong. You can't just surface like that. I always go in the water and have fun and stuff. Be on the boats and fish and hold fishes and stuff like that. That's when you take that out of the scenario, swimming all that. You hold fishes. You know, I always loved the fishes. Yeah. Loser. I'm a secret loser. Loser. This was always an underrated Aussie truck. This was in that movie, The Wraith. Loser. I'm a secret loser. Yeah, 100 feet. Well, you don't always want to dive deeper than that. You're not going to really want to stay down longer than 15 to 30 minutes. You always got to dive together. You can't dive by yourself. You always got to have flags. You always have to be with people on a crew. There has to be a certain amount of life vests on the boat. You have to do certain things correctly. There has to be a working radio, the lights, everything has to be perfect. Make one mistake. Think them traffic tickets are a lot. Fuck up on the water. Like a Monopoly board. Only that day you're going to court with the Monopoly man, with the courthouse, and it seems like they're only taking deposits. They're not giving out money. And that's what a courthouse does. They only taking deposits. I don't really think about the hackers. Whatever they do, they do. I don't worry about them. They don't worry about me. Whatever he does, if he has his own agenda, whatever, you know what I mean? If he wants to go pick flowers and go run through a cornfield backwards with a bong, I'm not here to trip him up. I'm not here to cast stones at him. He never did anything to me. He does certain things, he probably does it for a reason. Probably hacks perverts and weirdos, and it's probably like Spider-Man of the hackers. Tries to help people and expose the truth. Sometimes the truth needs to remain anonymous. Yeah, man. It's not that I like any of them. It's not that even that it is. It's just about respect. Those people never did anything to me. These guys hack and do certain things because somebody pissed them off. They're insulting their intelligence. Somebody like that guy earlier was insulting my intelligence. And I can't have that. Not when I'm teaching you guys about zooplankton and endothermic poikilotherms. Then jumping the frigate birds and switching to the indigenous Hawaiian language saying awa. Then you got a channel pretending to be itself. Trying to, it insults my intelligence. It makes me very angry. Furious. Furious! Don't ever interrupt me when I'm speaking about seagulls again. Yeah. I'm just joking around. There really is an owl. A lot of people say it's a spider. It's an owl right there on the dollar bill. It really is an owl. It's not a spider. They wouldn't use a spider. It wouldn't have to be in a web. They would use the owl because the owl is wise because it can see things that are in the dark. It's not a spider. It's an owl. Even on the back of the bill, just like I'm teaching all that fancy fish stuff in Latin, that says New Order of the World. That's what that stands for in Latin. The all-seeing eye. And he even folded a certain way. It spells out Satan. I've showed you guys that when you fold the dollar bill in sequence, how it is exactly sitting. If I fold it directly down the line, it'll spell Satan. I've showed you guys this. So what does that tell you? You see that light on the back. You see all that. When really it says the United States of America, when you really fold the bill, it spells out Satan. So what's that say about America? It says Satan's in America is what it says. It's not that America's evil. It says Satan is in America. It's a warning. It's like these bills are like warnings in a way. That it has Satan on it. They could be used for good or evil, but it still has, when you fold this bill, and the Masons always used it, and they even used the pyramid, a tool. So if I could fold this bill, it shows your master. It's ironic though, but they use a square. But if I fold that bill at a 90-degree angle, it spells out Satan though, right? Does that show your master? Don't fucking lie to me. I'm a grown man. I hate that shit. They lie to you. They show you who their master is when you fold it at a 90-degree angle too. I think Satan gets a kick out of it. You don't find that ironic? Fold that bill. They tell you who they serve. I know I have a whole wallet full of Satan servers, I guess, too. It makes me feel bad. But I use them for good. But it doesn't mean his signature is not on it. Because this says the United States right there. It spells out Satan. Look, S-A. You can fold the bill. It spells it out. Perfect sequence. I don't want to say his name, but it spells it out. And you have to fold it. And when you fold it at that 90-degree angle. They show the pyramid on the back. Freemasons, study Albert Pike. He straight up tells you they worship Lucifer. That's why when you fold their bill, it spells Satan on it. Don't ever forget it. It's not far-fetched. It doesn't spell duck. It spells Satan. Jesus saves, even at night. That's why he helped me this stream, man. We was all the way up this stream, too. Hell yeah. It spells Satan, though, right? Don't spell duck. United States, you break it up, you know? Kind of funny, man. Let's do it, right? Look. Start spelling it out. Look, we'll fold it at a 90-degree angle. Look, just like a Masons would. Just like they show us. S. Look, you go away with the T. Look, we'll fold again. Look, you keep the S. You do this. I don't want to do it. I've uploaded it, and it's got no views before a couple times. It spells out Satan. And you have to fold it at a 90-degree angle, and the Masons always use the square. The all-seeing eye. Even though they use it on the back, but you see how it's illuminated. You see how it's illuminated because Lucifer, Satan, on the front of the bill, he's the light bearer, the light bringer, the new order of the world. It's kind of creepy, man. I'm not some conspiracy theorist. I just love Jesus. I believe the science in the Bible. I believe certain things. That's all. But their signatures on the money. That's all. It really is. It's on all of them. Find it on Lincoln. Where are you at, Lincoln? Lincoln looks like a black man. A lot of people try to say Lincoln was black. I don't know. I don't know. Who's out there with me? That's pretty cool, though. Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's out there with me. You guys are awesome, though. Good chat. It's not always religion. You know, Dr. Fish was never considered himself religious. I followed Christ. I followed the Word. I didn't follow the Catholic Church. I didn't follow certain hierarchy and certain things that they do. The Pope and it's not the head of the church. Jesus is. Without Jesus, there is no church. So why am I talking to a pope or a priest? Without Jesus, there's no church. You're just a man. Why am I talking to you? I'm under the new covenant. The veil split in half. He died on, like, what book are they reading? They're the ones that are religious. Dr. Fish isn't religious. Dr. Fish goes by the Bible. And according to the Bible, what they do holds no weight. It's a hierarchy and it's considered religious. That would be considered religious. The blood of Jesus is different. It'll teach you everything except that. You'll see all them scary Michael Myers and Jason movies, but you won't see them. I bind you in the name of Jesus. And you won't see everybody around them start singing and praising. I bind you in the name of Jesus. We are covered with the blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. You don't see that in the movie. You know why? Because it works. That's your weapon. The blood of Jesus. Jesus' blood paid this debt everywhere that these demons, it pisses them off. And when you're covered with that blood, you're untouchable. It's like that show, The Untouchables. You can't do anything. They can whisper. They can try to influence, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Your best efforts suck when you're covered by the blood. Your weapons in the Bible are power and praise and the blood of Jesus. When you're covered by the blood of Jesus, no weapon against you shall form or prosper. You will put on the whole armor of God so ye can withstand the wiles of the devil. You will be prepared that day. You understand? And I love the Lord. It's the truth. Yeah. He's out there with me. Dr. Fish got to go eat soon. Watch old Kung Fu movies. With Van Damme. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not part of the eye. What is that? You're not part of the eye? Hi. Hi. You're not part of the eye? Hi. I thought you was part of that eye. Hi, guy. The boom eye? I don't know. Maybe. The boom eye.